here we go. Hello, everybody. Hey, look, we're live. What's up? What's up this evening? We're here to do some live reaction to the WWE Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. We're in the middle of, what is it, the pre-show match. We're on the pre-show match right now. And the cruiserweight match, 6-man tag, it has Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, and Daivari going up against Cedric Alexander. I'm trying to remember my names off the top of my head. Cedric Alexander, Lince Dorado, and it's not Rich Swann. They're on their little commercial break. They're doing this little Chicken Little thing. By the way, I have invited a few people over. I don't think they're gonna make it here this weekend, here for this particular show. But, so, guess what that means? For the first time ever, I'm going to try it. I've never been a big fan of trying to live react by myself, outside of a whole, like, maybe 20-minute section or something like that. Rollins or Owens? Owens. We're on a little commercial break. They're doing the pre-show 6-man tag match. So we're gonna hopefully, like I said, I've invited a few of my friends over. I don't think they're gonna end up making it. They have other business. So I'm gonna try the whole thing by myself for once. It's gonna be interesting because I've never done this on my own or outside of like a 20-minute segment. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how things work out and everything in that sense. Just means I got to keep talking the entire time. Here we go. We're back. Oh yeah, Sin Cara's in the match. Lince Dorado, Sin Cara, Cedric Alexander, Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, and Daivari's brother. There we go. Because I forget how to say his first name. That's just how I am. I am horrible with names. So, look, like I said, tonight... No, we'll just leave it at this. I'm a one-man band tonight. I'm just one man. But I'm a one-man band! No, I don't even know that's going to be possible. Gulak's going for an interesting submission here. Actually, he's going for almost a very... Well, what it initially looked like was a variation of the PTO. I love some of these different things that they have for the cruiserweights. Like, some of these guys are just high fly. Like, some of them are high flyers, some of them are technical wrestlers. They're really good at what they're doing. Is Strowman and Zayn booked? No. Ooh? No, I don't think they're booked, actually. Here, let's get everything. Let's get another thing to look at. Let's get another thing out to look at. But I don't think I don't think Strowman and Zayn are booked for the match, for their match tonight. Ooh. Oh, now only if Lince Dorado was in a better position. That was a great springboard moonsault. Card. Let's look at the full card tonight. Now this is okay. Kickoff show, which is what's going on right now, is go away ad. Oh, here comes Cedric Alexander in. Hey, the crowd. I love the fact that the crowd is popping for Cedric Alexander. This is good. This is good stuff. Oh, good elbow. So, kickoff show, as you're saying here. Sin Cara, Lince Dorado, Cedric Alexander, Tony Nese versus Tony Nese, Daivari, and Drew Gulak. On the main show, you have Bayley versus Dana Brooke. Oh! As I break real quick, like, oh, a triple dive out of the ring. Really good. That was a really good dive. That was really good. All three guys just, like, they... And the thing is that they did... let's see how they did it. Yeah. So you had Sin Cara go through the ropes, and everybody else did kind of like a swan, and Lindsay and Cedric on each side kind of did a did a flipping variation dive. Oh, he's got a variation of the Dragon Sleeper on him. Oh, is that gonna be it? Oh, there's Lindsay. As we got a few moments. Oh! Alright, Davari just took him out. Okay, they're going into a variation of Spotfest, I would say. I'll go through them. They're going through the ending. It seems like the ending sequence now. So, oh! What the heck was that? It was like a pump handle Michinoku driver type move, but he lands on his face. Oh! No, Gulak doesn't get the pin. What's going to be my favorite? Wait a minute. Oh! The lumbar check. It was a little botched, but it still looks so brutal. I'll get into that in a moment. About what's going to be probably my favorite match of the night. Let's go through the rest of the thing. Like I said, the pre-show matches just ended. You also have Bayley versus Dana Brooke, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus Enzo Amore and Big Cass. Cruiserweight title, TJ Perkins and Brian Kendrick. Tag team titles, New Day, Cesaro and Sheamus. United States title, and these are all three of the Hell in a Cell matches. Oh my god, I can't believe they have 3 Hell in a Cell matches. That's going to be weird. It's going to be just too weird. First one is Roman Reigns and Rusev, Sasha Banks and Charlotte, and Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. So no Sami Zayn, no Braun Strowman. My favorite match of the night, the one that has, honestly, it has to go with, wait a minute, hold on. New Day has a Halloween variation of the Booty-O's shirt. That is awesome. Where can I buy one? Alright, as they're doing this interview with the New Day, let's go through a few things. Let's go through a few things for you guys. Favorite match of the night, the one that has the best potential for being the best one of the night is probably Sasha and Charlotte. Mainly because out of the 3 Hell in a Cell matches, it's really the only storyline that deserves to be in the cell. In any way, shape, or form. It's the only one of them. The other ones don't necessarily need it. You can put a thing out there for Rusev and Roman, but a little bit. Like the Sasha Charlotte one, it fits to be inside the cell. Roman and Rusev kind of does too, but Rollins and Owens doesn't fit. I'm gonna turn up this a little bit. Because we got the New Day talking. They're doing this little bit throughout the entire thing. This is kind of funny. Everybody goes off on Tom Phillips. Okay, where's the poker talk coming from? they might lose the belts. I would probably say not.
How are you going to beat Cesaro and Sheamus? By pinning them or submission. You put that in. You put that in. You
Wow. New Day. New Day, you're coming off so heelish to go along with it.
Final question. You guys have a big matchup here tonight. I don't want you guys to tip your strategy at all, but the question here, how do you determine which two guys compete in a title match?
That's our strategy. We would never divulge that to anyone. Wouldn't that defeat the purpose? Wouldn't that defeat the purpose? How do you decide if we told you who was going to wrestle in these matches when we went out there? I mean, that doesn't make sense. You don't know how to prepare for the new day. You understand? That's why we're the longest reigning champions of all time. You can't keep up. You were always ahead. So not one step, two steps, at least three. If you
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Five. You understand? Here's the thing I did back in the day. Remember it? Don't ever champion. A lot of people forget that. Yeah. I said, how do you decide to look like a fool?
Wow. New Day, you are coming off such as heels. Maybe you guys lose tonight. I don't know.
What you trying to do? Look, if you do a close up on his side, he's got the skulls. He's trying to. It's very subtle. I got skulls. That's why happy Halloween trick or treat. You should have put on a blue New Day shirt on. Yeah. Should have done. Yes.
I keep forgetting how heelish this team comes off as well. Apparently WWE Shop has the Booty-O's Halloween variation of the Booty-O shirt. Which means they're going to have to do something for like every holiday. You know, that'd be great if they come up with something for Thanksgiving too. That would be really good. So, I had work today, so I know how you feel. This is kind of like my little reprieve. Got school tomorrow. I've got work tomorrow, so this is kind of like my relaxation period to get away from everything before I go back to work tomorrow. In every sense of the word, responsibility sucks. It does. No, it doesn't. It's actually kind of good. So, let's get other things going. We just got Renee Young and them talking right now. They were just reacting to the New Day segment. That was kind of good, but also one of those moments like you realize how heelish that team comes off too. Though that one was, I'm not gonna lie, that was good stuff from them. I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was good stuff. All right. Hell in a shell. So weird. That Vince McMahon voice. That Vince McMahon voice was saying Hell in a Cell. Who wants to know another fun bit? They keep saying it's like everyone should be competing between Raw and SmackDown. Yet who was calling the pre-show match? Mauro Ranallo, SmackDown announcer. Hey, wait a minute. That's right. This is a Raw only pay-per-view. So guess who we don't have to hear tonight? JBL. Which is going to be kind of Do I have that game? I do not have 2K17 yet. I don't know when I'm going to pick it up. Or if I am going to pick it up. I have not played a lot of the WWE games since 2013. There's a little bit of story behind that too. And since they're going through the video package before the show of Sasha and Charlotte, which we'll probably see it again during the show too. 2013, the WWE 12 and 13. I actually worked on them as a tester for THQ. And just knowing certain things about Ukes and everything like that, I've always been wary about it, especially when they brought the games back to 2K and then they brought them into the new consoles, to the newer variation consoles. They took away so much, and now they're putting a lot of that stuff back in that was already there to begin with, and calling it new. I'll probably end up getting 2K17. It's probably about time that I get back into it. That I get back into the game at some point. So I'll probably get it sometime soon. I don't know when though. We'll know. We'll see though. It's probably about that time. Though the good thing I like about this year's, THQ, the last publisher, the publisher before 2K that did the WWE games, I was a tester over there. What was it? Those weren't the only games that I was on though. Those last two WWE games that they did before going out of business. I also was on Homefront and Warhammer 40K Space Marine. So yeah, a lot of good stories. A lot of good stories from the aspect of the people that I met and everything in that sense. A lot of good people there that work there, and a lot of good times to go along with it. Probably one of the best work experiences I ever had was working for them. Not gonna lie, probably one of my best work experiences was working with THQ. A lot of fun. A good couple years there. So you're a little bit behind. I'm looking at the time right now. I got a phone right in front of me. So we're about 2 minutes away from showtime. Didn't reckon it was good. Those GameCube games were good. Except for WrestleMania 18. Except for WrestleMania 18, I would say that was a bad one. My favorites oddly, I won't say oddly enough, but what you would kind of expect. It is, it's WWF No Mercy. Then again, I'm a little bit older, so playing games back in that time was really good and very enjoyable. Yep. No, why is the Hell in the Cell Booker? You know what, Booker, just do whatever you want. He called the women's Hell in the Cell match the Shucky Ducky Quack Quack moment of the night. The fact that they gave it a graphic for it too, to go along with it. So, they're going pretty close to the end here. Anybody else got anything? Because they're getting, they're going into the last minute countdown and everything like that. They're in Boston. How can that match not headline the show? And out of all 3 Hell in a Cell matches, that's the one that I am most interested in watching. Also kind of fearful for the fact, you know how far Charlotte and Sasha want to go in their matches. And they're inside of something that they've never done before. How far they're going to want to go. Knowing then they're going to want to go off the top or something. I don't know what's going to happen in that match. They are starting off the show with Roman Reigns and Rusev, though. So yeah. They're getting that match out of the way rather quick. Actually, that match should be... that variation match for Rusev and Roman, I think would be kind of good. I think it would be good. I think it will come off good in the end. But I have no idea what's being said there. I have no idea at all. Oh well. Alright, here we go. They're starting off the show. Again, how Sasha and Charlotte don't headline the show, I don't know. We'll see if they finish off the night. We'll see how it goes. Okay. They're making this like a horror film. Evil has awoken. So, now that I see this Ouija board around so many times, was WWE Films behind the movie Ouija? There's no help for you. And here's the other fun fact. They call it a triple main event. AKA, no main event. Okay. So we're going to get our first Hell in a Cell match once they get done with the promo packages. If they do that spot with Accolade on the chair again, that's going to just be utterly pointless. It will be funny. And it looks cool, but you know it does nothing to do. My favorite match tonight, well, I mean, there's only been one match that's happened, so I guess the six-man cruiserweight match to begin the show, which actually was a good match. No, my favorite one, here's going to be the thing. I think all 3 Hell in a Cell matches have the potential of being really, really good. Oh, they're top billing it. They're billing it for the night for Sasha and Charlotte. I think all 3 matches inside the cell are going to be good. It's just the aspect of that Rollins-Owens one doesn't need to be in the cell to begin with. It's just there to be there. It's in the cell to be there. Sasha and Charlotte, I can see where they're going with the Hell in the Cell. Because you have aspects of one person trying to injure the other and everything in that sense. And like, you could tell a blood feud. Rusev and Roman, same thing. You could tell a blood feud. Kind of, I won't say a little bit less. I think that's kind of mostly because of the whole Roman Reigns factor to go along with it. But I could see that match being good too. Those two have put on good matches. The match before SummerSlam, the match at Clash of Champions, or the Clash, and yeah, and tonight I expect this to be a good match, and it's going to start off the show too. The first match is going to be Roman and Rusev. They've already got the cell down too. Now watch it start with like Sasha and Charlotte or something like that. That's gonna be the other down point of this show is. Yep. Roman Reigns and Rusev start the show. So Lana, of course, going to introduce her hubby, Ruru. Please stand up. She gets cheer coming out and mentions Rusev in any way, shape, or form and starts getting booed. So the boos for Rusev are going to be big, and then they're going to be massive for Roman. Lana, you... I kind of miss the business suit, Lana. I do. Then again, it's pretty much to the point that she just introduces Rusev now. And what is up with your beard tonight, Rusev? Like, it's like beard on all side, and then just like the little soul patch here is shaved off. Okay, we'll go with it. He's been changing up. Oh yes. Yeah, you gotta shake the cage because you gotta shake the cage. Just walk inside. Okay. Well, the Spanish announce table has been shown. Someone must go through it now. Yes, Roman must look strong tonight. As a matter of fact, he's going to be standing... Vince McMahon is standing right behind the curtain right now. It's like, Rusev, make him look strong. Roman's not that bad. I'm not going to lie, he's not that bad. He's pretty bad, but he's not that bad. Hey! It was actually a semi-mixture of cheer and boo, and now it's just boos. I do like the new set. I mean, the set's been around for a couple months now, but I like the set in general. It's really nice looking. It is. Oh man. What are... Roman's just staring. Not much going on. Still in entrance mode. Yeah, it was probably just a little too fast for his push. In all fairness. Everybody's shaking the cage tonight. Oh, there's the booze. I think Roman's in a good spot now. Has the U.S. title. They're turning him more into ass-kicking Roman Reigns. Ass-kicking Roman Reigns, best Roman Reigns. Nothing says Breast Cancer Awareness Month like the Hell in the Cell. Really? It's like, of course. I still always find it hilarious every year now. You watch the Hell in a Cell matches and the pink ropes are there. Like, I really wish they would take the Hell in the Cell and make it what it used to be, which was a feud ender for like the most intense feuds, instead of just it being its own pay-per-view. In all fairness to the match itself. I say it every year, and so many other people say it every year, but it's just, oh my god. Oh, okay. Roman Reigns has the offense. That means everybody boos. Then again, technically he is the heel in this case. I mean, he did ruin a man's wedding celebration. You know, the reception and everything. He did, on accident, we'll go with that, put Lana into a cake. Technically, he's the heel in this case. Rusev's fighting for family and country. His story means... it's like, technically in this case, Rusev fighting for family and country, and Roman just fighting. I think Rusev's actually the face here. I think Rusev's actually the face. So, okay, well, it's slow start. That's fine in that sense. You can't expect it to go like balls to the wall right off the bat. You can't expect it that way. But I mean, they teased using the cell so far. Oh, well, there's still... the steps are... Oh, okay. Somebody's finally flown into the cell. It was Rusev flying off the ropes after being bumped by Roman. And he flies into the cell. So there's your first cell spot. Okay. So, oh wow, you can hear the cell just like shaking throughout the entire thing. They've got good microphones tonight. Oh, really, Corey? That's your analogy? A wedding from Game of Thrones is going to be tonight. Okay. We'll go with that, I guess. We'll go with that analogy. You got an idea, Rum? Is that true? Is it to take out the cameraman? Because that looks like what you want to do. You want to take out the cameraman. You don't want to beat up Rusev. You want to beat up a cameraman. How many times are you gonna hear that tonight too? From them. Oh, Rusev's arms like elbows busted open. So Okay, there you go. You technically have blood already.
Rusev's body is pinned between the cell and the staircase.
They've really got those stairs really close to the cell. It's kind of weird.
Reigns looking for here.
What's Reigns looking for, Corey? He's looking for weapons. What else do people look for underneath the ring?
And it's Rusev driving Reigns into the cell. At least
I know I'm getting on Corey Graves, but I actually like Corey Graves' commentary. It's good.
goodness. Big splash. Sandwiching Reigns between himself and the cell. And the United States champion Reigns in trouble.
So,
Spent so much time talking
actually, they're spending a lot of time out of the ring here. I'm kind of liking this.
might damage the cell. Yeah, two heavyweights who can't stand each other.
That was the weakest ring post spot I've ever seen in my life. That's good.
Corey, about just the bitterness in this man. The disdain that Rusev has for Roman Reigns. There's no better place on the planet to let it out than inside this cell. Rusev is free to do as he pleases to the United States champion.
Nice. The camera work's just off tonight. They were showing a replay as Rusev has Roman pinned up against the cage and then kicks him. Kicks him like right in the back of the neck. It's actually kind of a good spot.
Roman Reigns, and we caught just to look at it a moment ago, but Rusev's arm has been lacerated in this matchup. Here's the cover by Rusev and a kick out, and this is where we think Rusev hurt his arm. See Rusev crashing into the steel. That match will tear flesh apart.
Jacob, Colonel, what's up? How you doing tonight?
The tempo of this match represents. It's sort of a wake-up call. I wouldn't say anything that occurs inside that cell is a blessing,
It makes you wonder. I think Roman's been getting like a mixed reaction tonight more than just booed. I mean, in all fairness, he's been booed as well, pretty heavily at times. This is it's the hard-hitting matchup I'm kind of expecting it to be. It's probably because it's still early in the match.
The impact with which Reigns crashed into the top turnbuckle might have damaged his shoulder, separated it. It seems like Corey, the pace of this match will favor.
Doing good, man. Doing good.
That's what Corey was talking about. Shoulder right into the turnbuckle.
Ooh.
Certainly affect the offense of Roman as this match goes on, particularly trying to deliver that spear. Rusev determined right now, absolutely methodical. Yeah. Reigns sidesteps. Reigns buys himself a little bit of time and hip toss by Rusev.
They were actually getting a lot of. Well, okay, yeah, they did. They just did. They spent a good like 5 minutes outside the ring using the cell.
Reigns now buys him a little bit.
So ring work is not a bad thing.
If you're both these superstars, you have to ask yourself, at what point does it stop being about the United States champion and start being about unleashing contempt on your opponent? I think that's where Rusev is at. I think we'll get that from Reigns at the moment.
Bop. Oh, clotheslines. So many clotheslines. Is it 10 clotheslines? No, it's 9 clotheslines and a boot. Das Boot.
Starting to feel it. That is bad news for Rusev.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. He's just loaded the arm. Rusev, run! Okay, yes, you ran. Good, good. I like it.
Harm's way, but Roman Reigns is going to continue the pursuit. When you're inside the cell, is there any such thing as out of harm's way?
Oh, nice.
Clothesline to the chest.
Nice counter to the drive-by.
Looks like Rusev was playing possum there for a moment.
I thought that.
Suckered Reigns in. And these men know each other so well. So many battles as Reigns has been driven into the steps. Shoulder first. He's felt that on a number of occasions at the hands of Rusev.
The crowd is chanting, "Get the tables." Inside the cell. I want to see Rusev put the accolade on Roman through the steel steps and making himself think that it does more damage. Because we know it doesn't. Hey, there's the steel steps we were wanting. Monkey. Oh, is that Monkey Pop? What's up? How you doing this evening? As the steel steps show up. But Gary Gainey. What's up tonight, man? Let's see. Because I'm trying to not make this as, like, I guess there will be a little bit of downtime and everything. No. Nope. Not even close to that guy. Daniel Bryan's 5 times more handsome than I am. What is up, William? What match is it? They start off the show with Roman Reigns and Rusev. So we got our first cell match. It's not bad, actually. There's been a mixture of weapon usage and good cell usage as well. Nothing overly innovative or anything, but just good usage of the cell. These guys are really hitting each other hard. Oh my god. That clothesline. Maybe. See if my exploit will roll out. I'm going to be trying a few new things here with the stream in general very soon. But for now, I've just got like a USB microphone and XSplit running. Hopefully we'll have more stuff here soon. They're still mid-match. They're still mid-match right now. I have an itchy nose. I said it's been pretty good. These guys have been hitting each other pretty hard. Like I said, the cell spots aren't innovative by any stretch of the imagination, but oh, there it is. The lawn dart spot. It's always good. Everybody wants the list of Jericho. I would actually agree with you. But Gary Gaming. Oh, there's the drive-by. Good one. I would actually agree with you with the winner of all 3 Hell in a Cell matches. Yes, I am watching through the network. I am watching through the network and no buffering issues, so even better. Oh, it's kendo sticks. Oh, jeez. This sounds so brutal. Oh, man. Now Roman's arm's busted open. Yes. Rusev for president. Let's go for it. He'd probably be a better choice, though constitutionally can't do it. Oh, the list of Jericho's fine. Oh, God. Oh, here we go. He's got... Okay, they have Roman tied up in the ropes and Rusev with a kendo stick. This only ends well. Oh. Oh, man. Like I said, these two are waylaying into each other. This is actually kind of good. Pro Gamer Galaxy, what's up? And of course, the obligatory strength spot, breaking the kendo stick with his knee. Of course, it's like a baseball bat. It's a WWE spot. Oh! And Roman gets out. Oddly enough, that was like the first fall of the match. I am an American, yes. In the chat, I am an American. Now Jericho could run for president. He was born in New York. Prime Thrasher Wrestling. Yes, I am using the WWE Network. Oh, it's the punch. It's the punch spot. What's up? Oh. Now, oh, these guys are doing. There's the first Superman punch. As we all know, that the gun was his gun that was an arm was already cocked into position. So now he doesn't have to. Now he has to reload the gun that is his arm for another Superman punch. If he does it again, it won't have as much effect right now. The answer to that question, Christian, is no. I'm not on either team for that one. And Pro Gaming Galaxy, again, the answer to that question is no. Neither one of them at all. I'll avoid politics for most of the night, though we are getting... Oh, there's the super kick. Hey, those steel steps were still on the ring, on the ropes. I completely forgot about the ring steps being there. Sanity. Sanity. Oh, that's an interesting name. Considering the factor of the new group in NXT being named Sanity. What's up? I guess since we are close to election, we got to get a little bit of politics, but we got the accolade coming. Accolade. Hey, he's not using the steel steps either. The answer to the PS4 question, yes, I have one. But for the time being, until Modern Warfare 4 or the Modern Warfare remake comes out, I might have to. Oh, great! I'm gonna have to spend $80 just to get Modern Warfare. Great. I hope they make that separate at some point. And of course, okay, here we go. Roman's fighting his way. Roman? Why do you want to get to the rope? I mean, it doesn't break the hold. Oh, there we go. Oh! Reigns and Rusev. First match of the night. Still the first match of the night, by the way. What time are we at? We're probably sitting at about a 25-minute match right now. Oh. Well, hello, Chain. How are you doing? Ooh, the Bella question. I'm not huge fans of the Bellas, but I have to admit, their work during their second run was a lot better than their first one. So, yeah. Not huge fans of them, but their work this time around was a lot better than their first run way back when. Chain time! Good God, they're doing so good with this match, making it brutal. Ooh! Rusev's just waylaying him with the chain on the back. Oh my God, that's a good spot. Rusev want these steps. Do I like Roman Reigns? I'm not opposed to him. He was just pushed too fast, too soon. And that's the biggest problem with him. He's like in the good spot now where he's working these really hard-hitting matches and playing the more of the ass kicker with the U.S. title. Like, I don't mind this so much. Ooh. Oh! Super kick. That was a good tease. That was a good tease. Wait a minute. Here we go. We're finally going to get our spot. Our lovely spot that doesn't do any more damage than what you would think. Okay, he's gonna use the chain at least. You have to imagine he's... Oh no, he's gonna get the accolade and use the stick. Oh! He has it like on his mouth too, so he's like pulling back on the... Where's the power out? Good Lord. The chain, that looks so brutal. Roman is somehow powering out, as you would expect. As you would expect. Oh! What's he gonna do? Oh! Samoan drop on the steps. Wow.
There is something in the spirit of Roman Reigns right now that is just trying
Now I'm trying to figure out.
anything to survive.
Yeah, but again, it's Rusev back to his feet first.
Oh, jeez.
Steel step still favoring the
Lots of caps. So many caps. Oh, there's the spear. 2. There you go. Roman Reigns gets the win. Actually, really good match. Hard hitting, brutal, kind of what you expected. Some spots, like I said, they were not innovative with their spots in the terms of using the cell, but they did a good enough job in the terms of making it look hard hitting and brutal. So that was good. That was good. I'll give it that one. That was good. That was good. That was a good Hell in a Cell match. Not one of the best, but a good one. That was probably a little bit too much over the top about getting out with a chain. Though in the sense of everything, you don't have... He does have a good-looking spear, at least.
One more time, look at this. Catching Rusev off those steel steps and driving him down to maintain his stranglehold on the WWE United States Championship.
The first of our 3 main events tonight.
And still gets booed. And still gets booed.
Inside Hell in a Cell.
Latest. Oh, and crazy enough, that's one match in, people. That's one match in. Oh, jeez, there's a lot to go back here and look at. That match hasn't happened yet. Maybe. I'm not really making moderators yet. I don't often do this, so I kind of let the chat, as they're just talking about other stuff right now. I kind of just let the chat be itself until I see someone do something overly offensive. I don't think people who say a small little thing that may be annoying in the chat, it doesn't deserve to be banned. It doesn't deserve to be banned unless if I really, really determine that they need to be banned or removed or anything like that. Man, Raw this week was so bad. It had the potential of being so good, but it went so wrong.
Kevin, we just saw you attack on Seth Rollins from the...
I know I have eyes. So the people watching at home, we all saw it. You don't have to just get to your point.
However, we also just saw Seth Rollins pin you and Chris Jericho at the same time to become the winner of the triple threat match on Raw.
Is that what you the winner? That's the word you want to use to describe him after that match was done? Because, look,
Kevin Owens.
On that apron, I think there's a couple words you could use to describe
Kevin Owens, you are great on the microphone.
Down, wrecked. Oh, broken. Especially good. But look, if you want to get technical about it, sure. In a match that lasted, I don't know, like 600 or 700 seconds, Seth had me for 3 of them. Good for him. Considering the fact that Seth is
Oh, man.
the entire night, writhing in pain, curled up in a ball somewhere, I certainly wouldn't call him a winner. In fact, the last time I powerbombed somebody on the apron like that, his name was John Cena.
Yes.
You know him, right?
Yes, Kevin Owens. His name was John Cena.
To come back. Yet, Seth Rollins wants to play the big hero tonight and disregard doctors' advice and still get in a Hell in a Cell with me and fight me in a wall.
I guess I will go off and say it, even though I put it in the description to go along with it. And I think for people who also make mention to it in the chat to go along with it, I can't show you guys the screen due to copyright issues.
It's not gonna happen.
I would love to, but I can't.
What I did to Seth in that cell is going
By the way, promo from Kevin Owens.
Seth and Roman just put each other through as brutal as it may have been.
I love Kevin. Kevin Owens, you're great. You're great.
Remember last Monday?
You're nice. You're a good heel.
I was going to leave a scar on Seth Rollins and anyone
But he's
watching.
one of those heels that I can you can admire it.
Yeah, well, when I'm
You
done
can
with
admire
Seth
what he's
today,
doing.
he won't be able to call himself the man because
Yeah, Roman Reigns won the first Hell in a Cell.
call Seth a bunch of things. There's plenty of words you can use to describe him, but winner will not be one of them. But I can assure you, you'll still be able to call me WWE Universal Champion. And guess what that makes me?
The man.
The man.
It's still hilarious to see Tom Phillips having to stand. Hey, it's Bailey, but like he has to stand below everybody now. It's Bailey and Dana Brooke. Huh? God, Dana Brooke, you've done so poorly. I kind of hope Emma comes back tonight.
You guys ready for Hook Life? It's about to win in front of Oakland and Two-Man and Bailey.
I have a feeling because of that botch that they did, the botch. Oh, people have hugger section signs out. So, I have that feeling that because of the botch that Dana did a few weeks ago, they're probably gonna punish her for that.
And WWE Hell in a Cell is presented by WWE 2K17, the video game in stores now. Very joyful, passionate, and ever so happy. Bailey
Though it'll be interesting to see what kind of storyline they play off of this. So they still play off that, oh, good God, you got booed so hard here, Dana. I don't think that's good heel heat. That's not the good kind.
announcers from all over the world covering Hell in a Cell tonight, including our Brazilian Portuguese team, Marco Alfaro and
Who cares about this match? I'm a Bailey fan. The biggest problem is the fact that she's hey, Funaki! Doing the Japanese on it. The biggest problem with Dana is that she's so inexperienced that it's showing a lot more right now in these matches. How inexperienced she is. She had a really good showing right before Clash of Champions in the Triple Threat match, where the match came off good with Sasha, Bailey, and Dana, and like Dana did well in the match to go along with it. It wasn't just Bailey and Sasha. But during this feud, it's just it's showing how inexperienced she is.
Universe called it a fluke. Dana Brooke was very upset about that, led to an arm wrestling contest this past Monday on
But we'll see if they play off the whole shoulder thing.
the entire WWE
during the match. They could do something with that.
We'll find out here tonight in this matchup in Boston, Massachusetts.
The problem with Dana is that she just figured Bayley was an easy target. Bayley would freeze up. Yeah, started flexing her ego.
And
Look at those biceps. Dana Brooks
done.
says Bayley's nothing but a toy, and Dana says she likes to break her toys. Dana bounced off the top too often by Bayley. Dana's not doing a whole lot of breaking at the moment. Bayley was once part of the group known as the Four Horsewomen of NXT, along with Becky Lynch, the SmackDown Live Women's Champion, Sasha Banks, the Raw Women's Champion. Here's the cover. Dana on a kick out, and of course Charlotte, who challenges Sasha inside Hell in a Cell tonight. Bayley joined our kickoff panel on the Hell in a Cell kickoff show tonight to talk about the Hell in a Cell.
Let's see.
Sasha and Charlotte. Bayley with an elbow to Dana Brooke. Deep arm.
Okay, good arm. Okay, we're getting a lot of typical spots from Bayley.
Bayley's got Dana Brooke in her sights.
And Dana Brooke, though, with the power taking advantage. Shoulder first.
Okay, now they're gonna play off the shoulder
Injured shoulder.
because they still have Bayley's shoulder taped up
Great athlete.
from the ring post spot a couple weeks ago, so they're gonna be playing off with that.
Years old.
Yeah, Dana's definitely shown her inexperience recently.
All the time she spent sitting under the learning tree of the Queen Charlotte. And of course, you see the
For
right shoulder of Bayley taped up, injured in a match with Dana a couple of weeks ago. Dana Brooke targeting the shoulder here again tonight. That's what I was getting to. I don't spend that much time around Charlotte without learning a trick or two. Exploiting an injury.
okay,
But a clothesline. Bendy Bayley.
nothing too bad yet. I think this feud kind of is. They're putting Bayley in this feud basically to. That actually kind of looks like it hurts a lot. It's like pulling back on the head while under the bottom rope. Okay, now that's better. Danny, you're playing off the shoulder injury a little bit. Like, I know Bayley can sell the stuff. It's just gonna be an aspect of Dana making it fully believable.
That's sort of a motivating factor for Dana here tonight.
Bayley really injured right arm coming into play as Dana continues the attack. Why wouldn't it be motivating, Byron? Dana Brooke has come out here multiple times and defeated Bayley in a match, in an arm wrestling contest, and people still doubt. People like you still doubt. Of course it's going to motivate Dana.
I'm not doubting, I'm stating facts, but credit Bayley coming in.
Okay, it's basic stuff. Oh my God,
She said her
that second knee drop was absolutely atrocious.
yeah, keep on fighting.
But credit Dana, Corey, for working on the injured arm of Bayley. Absolutely, it's Bayley's fault for coming in here anything less than 100%. And Bayley trying to fight back. Tremendous amount of heart this young lady is she's showing here. Big scissors brings Dana Brooke over, but Dana right back on the attack.
Well, they did make it a squash match at least.
Bayley, we know.
Oh,
Again, the bad arm. So impressed tonight with Dana Brooke's offensive attack on the injured arm. Not to discredit Bayley, we know the heart she has. We know what she's been capable of in the past. But there's a learning curve on Monday Night Raw, and Bayley hasn't quite excelled like a lot of people had hoped. Oh, she here tonight.
yeah. At this point, I think they're just waiting to put Bayley into the main picture.
Bayley trying to build some momentum.
Predictions. There's a lot of different matches. I think they're gonna put Bayley over here basically because of the whole. Oh, basically because of that mistake that Dana had from a few weeks ago.
Aggressive approach of Dana Brooke is really
They're not doing a bad job here. Oh, okay, so that's not bad psychology. Dana goes for that same spot that she did to injure the shoulder in the first place. Bayley blocks it this time. Okay, that's good old psychology from there. And now Dana's trying to pull her back into the ring.
Way to go, Bayley.
Bayley may have bought herself a few seconds, but as we saw in the arm wrestling contest, guys, this
They have not had their match yet. Seth has not had his match yet with Kevin Owens.
You don't have any choice.
Hey! Bailey. That was good. She sells the arm injury by trying to use her right arm once. It fails, and then she goes off to the left arm. And then she uses the right arm again. But the good thing is, like, she holds the arm after each one. So, at least she's attempting to sell it. Ooh. And, okay, she's going... Yeah, that's gonna... Hey, there you go. You use the right arm to get out of the belly to belly. Good. Oh, there it is. Bailey wins the match. Nothing spectacular by any stretch of the imagination. Good selling from Bailey. And actually decent work tonight from Dana. Decent storytelling from Dana and Bailey. Nothing spectacular. And no major botches. Dana, you did better tonight. We'll give it that. Give her a little bit of credit as much as people have been knocking her. If you've done decent, then at least she did a decent job tonight. And good selling from Bailey, too. But I kind of expected Bailey to go over because of the whole aspect of that botch from a couple weeks ago being so bad. Oh my god, they're still showing this commercial.
World's best chicken sandwich, huh?
And they're still showing that Dolph Miz commercial. Well, the thing about Bailey's character is that she needs to... at some point, she's going to have to lose a little bit before overcoming everything to get to her goal. But they're not going that route yet. Braun Strowman or Sheamus? I know someone was asking me if I liked Strowman, and not gonna. I don't lie. Strowman's not bad. He's not bad on the microphone. He's not bad in the ring. So it's not bad. He's not bad. Sheamus has always been good in the ring. It's just been kind of a mixture of do you like his character or not. That's always been the thing about him. Yeah, you're right. Of course, Bailey won the match. You can't have Dana Brooke go over Bailey. You just can't. Alright, while we have a brief moment, I'm going to go grab another drink. So I will be right back. During commercial time, so I'll be right back.
Two cell matches or anything like the first week could be one of the great evenings in Raw history.
I think one of the greatest.
Yeah.
You know, our second only Raw exclusive pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, our next pay-per-view,
Oh, yeah.
Survivor Series, the first time
Of the year that we go head to head with
with SmackDown Live, but we will annihilate my brother Shane. That's right, and Daniel Bryan,
Yeah.
the whole SmackDown Live roster.
Where are we at?
5 best men,
Stephanie
best tag teams, and our 5 best women, and 3 traditional
and Mick.
Series eliminations.
Stephanie and Mick.
Forget about the match the entire WWE universe is buzzing about. The Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar against
Goldberg. I do.
It's Jericho. Where's the list?
to choose
Hey, come on, where's the list at?
They could have far more roster for your brother Shane and Daniel Bryan to choose from. They could choose WWE World Champion AJ Styles. They could choose Dean Ambrose that even still owes me $15,000.
I love the aspect that Jericho still wants that 15 grand.
Yeah, and by the way, hello. Can you just walk right in here?
Say hello to you and do you what did you just say?
I asked you if you had a point.
Yeah, you interrupted me fully. And you know what happens?
Here we go. Here we go, guys.
Do you know what happens?
No, tell me.
I think you do, Foley, because you've been on it twice before.
All right, so what's going to happen now? What's worse than that?
You want to go on Threatnams?
No.
You want to go on Thrice? You want to go on Trinity? You want to go on Triumvirate? Huh? You want to go Trois?
Trois?
Yeah, that's French. Tres tiempo? Senor Foley? Is that what you want? You know, you better watch. Very smart. What I was saying, Seth,
Jericho
as the rational one of his team, is
at any point in time. Basically, Jericho at any point in time. Guy can reinvent himself.
and your second choice, your best friend, WWE Universal Champion, Kevin Owens. Ordering.
Put you guys on our list.
Yeah, but we
Take it under advisement.
see what you did there. No, but it's a no-brainer, Seth. You can say with us, a team is only as good as its leadership. And I think that Team Chris and Kevin should be the co-captains of Team Raw.
That's very cozy, but I think before you guys think about being co-captains, you better figure out whether or not your best friend is going to make it out of Hell in a Cell in one piece. Take that under advisement.
I'll tell you something that's
Oh, man. And they finally made a Raw talk show. Now that after they've done the whole talking smack thing, now there's a Raw talk show. Are they gonna try to recreate what that talking smack has been? Because that has been the best stuff. Like some of the best stuff they've done recently is that. Hey, here we go, Enzo and Cass. So it's pretty much gonna be title matches after this. Corey, you're great. I love how Corey never changed his aspect and outlook on Enzo and Cass. From NXT to main roster. It's good. What's his name, everybody? Who's this guy? His name, I think it might be... Yeah, it's Enzo Amore. Teach that. He's just really tall. He's really tall, people. That's all he's saying. Love these guys. These guys, really good. Good stuff so far from them. And the crazy thing is, like, everything they had from NXT, they lost. None of it coming up to the main roster. That's the insane stuff.
The certified GPS has got a cup of haters to address.
Oh, man. Those ones? I'd probably go Enzo and Cass. Though Jericho and Kevin Owens together is pretty hilarious, too.
You may be a big gal, but I've been with women bigger than you.
What?
Big girls don't cry. They surely need some loving, too. Just to reiterate, Gallows, from now on, you are the big gal. Anderson, from here on out, you are Andy.
What?
So, AJ, my confidence is on a
Enzo, where are you coming up with this?
have no use for you pencils, buddy.
Enzo, where are you coming up with this stuff?
We don't mind getting our hands dirty, and we surely don't mind flipping you the Larry Bird.
Hey, that was good. That was a good hometown reference.
Big Gal, you ain't nothing but a sloppy jalopy. And tonight, I'm gonna go yawn upside your head like a frickin' big poppy.
The reason why I probably haven't watched the stream since SummerSlam because this has been the last. That was a good Red Sox reference, actually, their cast. The reason why I haven't done anything since SummerSlam, or you haven't watched, because I haven't done any of these since SummerSlam. Reason being, I've been running tournaments on weekends for the last 3 pay-per-views. In my running tournaments, I mean, I help run a tournament, and I stream them on my Twitch page. So I had only been doing normal reviews. And tonight, I'm actually trying to do this on my own for once. It's weird trying to do this on your own. It's really weird. I'm not gonna lie. But, jeez.
We came in tonight to give Andy and the Big Gal an everlasting beatdown.
Good promo.
That's because we came to get down, and we ain't gonna jump around the fact that there's only one word to describe you, and I'm gonna spell it out for you.
If you're referring to the Hardy Boys or the Hardy Brothers, I prefer Matt Hardy.
Enzo needs to learn how to pander. The people here in Boston don't even like it when you call it beatdown. It's insulting to them. I find it highly entertaining.
Gallows and Anderson.
Speak for yourselves. I'm about to have a great time.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 505 pounds, Luke Gallows and Carl.
I really wish these guys would get a little bit more in the terms of just like everything that has happened to them. It looks like they're going to build them up, and then, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to build them up. Nah, let's not do that. Let's give them a couple, like, devastating victories. Nah, let's just have them lose now. That's what's been going on with these guys. My thought process, the way that they've been going with this feud, would say that they're going to probably have Gallows and Anderson win. But I won't be shocked if they just give it to, that they'll just give it to Enzo and Cass. And no, WWE's not going to buy TNA. If they buy anything from that company, it'll be the tape library. That's it. They won't buy anything else.
The world's best tag team, Anderson and Gallows against Cass and Enzo. I talked to Anderson earlier today. He said, you know what? Gallows and I are disappointed. We're a little bit embarrassed since we arrived at WWE. We haven't lived up to the hype. It all turns around tonight.
Okay, that was good. Corey, that was good referencing. That was good referencing there from them. Corey said that, you know, that they do a little snippet of Tony's story. Corey says, when talking to Anderson and Gallows, it's like, oh, we haven't lived up to the hype yet. We haven't lived up to the hype and everything in that sense that we've had. And they're going to try to change everything. So, again, good storytelling about that. But let's see if they go anywhere with it. It's time for Cass to just completely use Enzo as a weapon. It's like Enzo really doesn't have an offensive maneuver with the exception of Cass using him as a weapon. It's actually not a bad gimmick. His main offensive thing is being used as a weapon.
Anderson to remove the fun and gain from the tag team division. Tag made the
Oh, there we go. Okay, Enzo's down. I'll get into a reason why I'm not a big fan of Jeff Hardy a little bit later, if you want to stick around for that. Okay, now it's time for Enzo to get beat up for the next 10 minutes. See if that actually happens. Undertaker. To answer that, because what is it? Is it Tropic? Tropic Life has been putting which ones you prefer throughout the entire chat here. Feel free for everyone else to answer it too. As well in the chat. That's a good one. That's actually a good one because I would have to go with Brock. I would actually have to go with Brock. I'm not a big fan of Randy. Randy's really good. I'm just not a big fan of him. But yeah, anybody in the chat who wants to say which characters they prefer as well, you can go ahead and throw it in the chat to go along with it. Let's see here. As I missed that kick. Actually, I didn't miss. I saw it on my eye, and I didn't get to really necessarily react to it. Enzo got caught with like a big kick in the corner, like one of those, almost like an axe kick, almost like a Broke kick as well. Like I said, it's time for Enzo to get beat up for like 10 minutes and then get the hot tag. There you go. Triple H or Batista. Both are really good. I guess just for the aspect of for longevity around, I would have to go with Triple H. Right now, I would say KO. KO over Seth. I think he's been putting in good work. The only problem is that Universal title has been... Oh, is it hot tag time? But the Universal title's been almost was like secondary on Monday to the list of Jericho. Yep, it's hot tag time. Which means Cass takes out everyone. I'll say Seth for now. No, Roman's not bad. Oh, that sucks. It is. But the good thing, like the thing about, the thing about Enzo and Cass's matches now, that they're not doing too many tag matches on a weekly basis, so it doesn't get necessarily too old. So this whole aspect of like Enzo gets beat up, then Cass gets tagged. It's the part. It's the thing of the gimmick. It's the small guy and the big guy. Though this end spot where Cass is running pretty big. Cass, what are you doing? Oh, okay, he was going for a boot. And of course, okay, there's Enzo coming in the ring. Uh-oh. Doss, big guy. Oh, the freaking super kick. Oh, man. That super kick. Hey, they gave Anderson and Gallows the victory. That's awesome. They actually gave him something. They actually gave these guys something for once. No, can't do the scream, bud. I'll say it only a couple times throughout the night. I tried not to talk about that much, but copyright issues. We'll just leave it at that for now, guys. Copyright issues.
That would set up the final touch. The Magic Killer.
I don't know about you, Myers, but it seems to me that Anderson and Gallows are right back on the track that they want to be. The track to dominate the WWE Raw Tag Team Division.
Yeah, they're gonna run. I guess they'll have their match a little bit later. I don't know when they're gonna do the Universal title match. If it's a something that they'll do later, or, as last, or just later on in the show. But Enzo and they've only done 3 matches so far. What time is it? Oh, it's actually a good chunk of time going to each match. Though the Roman Reigns match went for a long time. It was good. So far, not bad matches. The match with Roman Reigns and Rusev I thought was really good. And then Shawn Michaels. But the Roman Reigns Rusev match I thought was really good. Bailey and Dana wasn't bad. And Enzo and Cass versus Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows was okay as well. The fact that they gave Gallows and Anderson the victory is the best part of that right now, because it means they're still gonna do something with those guys. And it doesn't really hurt. Really doesn't hurt Cass and Enzo to take a loss. That would be my pick for winning that Hell in a Cell match, would be Sasha. But there are people who are joining in over here, watching me try to react to this show.
We will have more on that match later on.
Okay. The Cell is coming back down, people. So which one are they going to do?
Here at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view event, Hell in a Cell, that ominous structure.
The Cell's coming back down.
Once again, this time it's for the WWE Universal.
It's the Universal title match, people, which means to end the show, they're going to go with Sasha and Charlotte. They're going to do it. Ooh. This polo package is actually kind of good. The whole aspect of the Kevin Owens show. Well, again, I don't expect them to do.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Ooh, favorite wrestler of all time. Oh, that I hate to make it so easy and nonchalant, but my favorite wrestler is The Undertaker. He's favorite character, favorite wrestler. He's my top guy.
Triple H is handing the championship to Rollins.
Yeah, they do. They do deserve to end a pay-per-view. They really do. And this is probably one of their better shots at it. I mean, you have a good story going on. You have Sasha in her hometown, so that you have going for it. And like I said, the storyline's been good enough. You might as well as end the show with it, especially with how weak the Seth Rollins Kevin Owens build-up's been. It really has been a weak build-up going into this Cell. I mean, look at that triple threat match from Monday night and how dead the crowd was. As a matter of fact, I mean, the Universal title match with Owens and Rollins was playing second fiddle the entire night on Monday Night Raw to the List of Jericho. That's not crying to be a main event. That's not trying to be a main event. The other one is. So, yeah, it's well deserved. And we'll see what they pull off. Because you know how those two go with their matches. Well, while they're in promo package, I'm curious as well. Even though I would prefer to watch this in the end. But I'm curious to see... Because I forget, I believe they have... Yes, they do. It is the middle of the fourth inning, people. And the Indians are up 1-0 in the World Series. I'm going to stick around with this, but I'm also an Ohioan by nature, so I've got to check out on that score every now and again. Triple H or Matt Hardy? I don't know. You would debate whether or not Triple H is doing his best work now. You can say right here, right now, Matt Hardy is doing his best work as a wrestler. I would say Triple H overall his career, but I would say right now, Matt Hardy's doing his best work that he's ever done as Broken Matt Hardy. Huge pop for Kevin Owens. Huge pop.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a WWE Facebook exclusive earlier today, Kevin Owens said that he has conflicting emotions heading into this match tonight. He said he's been wanting to be a part of this for 20 years, but he realizes how dangerous and career-threatening it is. When he was asked, how do you prepare for your first Hell in a Cell match?
Everybody's doing the whole stare down of the cell. I'm just waiting for one person to just walk through the door. And like no fear or anything. Just walk through the door. Is that Shade? Shade? I'm trying to make sure I say it right. Shade? I am horrible with names, sir. Yeah, his entrance music's it's nice. It's kind of it suits. It suits them, and it's not necessarily difficult for them to make. But still gets the intensity. What is this? It's a live reaction show to Hell in a Cell. That's all this is. It's a live reaction show. I don't know about Rollins as a babyface. I mean, I guess it's fine. Steve Austin.
Seth Rollins will battle for a championship. Put that in perspective. 16 pay-per-views in a row. Rollins has battled for a title. Yeah, but Rollins has never battled for a title in this physical condition. Seth might be acting like
Undertaker.
but I've seen him around the arena all day long. Seth Rollins' back is not 100%. Corey referring to the powerbomb that Kevin Owens delivered to Seth Rollins on the apron.
Again, you're just waiting for that one person to walk inside the cell without having to stare at it. Seth Rollins, no, he's not really a heel here. He's kind of the face. Number 2 of the night.
WWE Universal Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing 217 pounds, Seth Rollins.
I've got KO winning this match. I don't think they're going to take it off KO quite yet. Austin. Rock's had the better out of WWE career, but Austin had the better wrestling career. Alright, Hell in a Cell match number 2. First one wasn't bad, wasn't crazily innovative with anything, and they didn't really go too nuts with it. Let's see what they do here.
I can tell you one thing, Seth Rollins isn't worried about the odds right now. Seth Rollins is worried about one thing, and that's vengeance. You may have noted Kevin Owens going to quickly step outside the ring and look for weapons. And Seth Rollins with a kick right.
That was an awkward start.
You may notice you get a look there at the kinesio tape on the back of Seth Rollins, pointing out the injury.
That's gonna be the new gimmick of everything. Like if someone gets an injury, they have to they put that tape on them. That's gonna be the new gimmick of WWE. Everybody puts on the Glacio tape or the Rock tape or whatever it's called. That didn't take long for them to get outside the ring, but like Owens started off by going outside the ring and then got like this awkward drop kick from Seth. It was a weird start.
Verbal jabs from Kevin Owens saying that Seth is undeserving, that tonight is going to be Seth's swan song here at WWE, that Owens is the true man here at WWE. You have to realize when you're Kevin Owens, you know you're in the ring with the architect. The mental game of Seth Rollins is second to none. Owens is safely by Rollins.
That was real quick. Like these guys are moving real. They're not trying to do a story right now. They're just kind of trying to do moves.
And again, just like in the United States Championship match inside Hell in a Cell earlier tonight, that Roman Reigns retained his title. You must win via pinfall or submission. There are no disqualifications. There are no countouts. So, Corey, there are no champions' advantages for Kevin Owens. That's one of the reasons Kevin Owens was so upset that he was put inside of Hell in a Cell. Trust me, you can't count the payoff.
I would probably agree with the chat here. Cena. But they've already had the match a long time ago. I mean, now it would be a little bit different. But I would have liked it to be Cena when the streak was still on the line, because you could have teased it so much about people who don't like Cena and like every near fall that happened in the match. I would have to agree with that portion. Is like Cena versus Undertaker at Mania if the streak was still going.
Great balance off the second rope, delivers an elbow to the face of KO. And Seth Rollins Owens down. This could be it. Rollins for the victory. And
Really?
the championship isn't enough to kick out. Well, Seth Rollins here early going to this match. The other aspect of this match is conditioning, and we all know Seth Rollins prides himself as one of the most durable superstars in the WWE.
Okay, they're going to the weapons really quick.
Find out how durable the WWE Universal Champion is.
Hey, there's your first sign of a table for tonight. Or at least being set up.
Rollins trying to get things set up, evil intentions in mind.
Yeah, they're playing off that Seth is still hurt after the powerbomb. Like they have that, what do they call it, Galacio's tape or Rock tape on his back.
Very little room for error.
Look at Owens. Kevin Owens in retreat. Seth Rollins has been relentless so far.
Well, Seth has a choice. He knows this kind of match is do or die.
Oh, back. The bad back.
There you go. Now they're playing the back some more. Oh!
Time by Owens. First the Irish whip, then the senton. And it was just a matter of time before Owens went to work on the bad back again of Rollins. You didn't think Kevin Owens was going to show up to battle the architect without a game plan, did you?
Case in point here, Corey. Watch the body. Seth on all fours and now he's dropping 300 pounds down on the back of Seth.
Okay, so now they're gonna go to this, go to the back injury.
Happened Monday night. That injury probably takes so much out of your game. Well, someone it completely depletes your core strength. All of your body midsection in your lower back.
Hey, there you go. You guys kind of put that out there in the chat where you can go. If you don't have the network or another way of watching it.
They have Rollins wait for Rollins and drives him face first into the cell.
And then follow along with the reactions as well. Hey, that's a good way of going. Kevin Owens is working on trying to get the tape off of Rollins' back. Like, I don't know the actual aspects of that particular tape and what it does. Like, from what I hear, it's supposed to like increase the circulation while it's injured to try to help it heal.
And so is Seth Rollins.
So I know there's an aspect to it. I just don't know exactly what it is.
Kevin Owens again looking to send Rollins into the cell. And he got his face first.
Okay, they're using the cell a little bit now. Like at this point, I'm just waiting for Jericho to come out.
Seeing the unbridled viciousness. Kevin Owens on display. Knee right to the jaw now. Gloating.
Even inside Hell in a Cell, Kevin Owens finds time to show off.
That's a perk of being the WWE Universal Champion, Byron. The thing about Kevin is he just waited and waited for the opening. Back to be exposed. Cover. Kick out by Seth.
Okay, for reference. Okay.
Now every blow aimed at the back of Rollins. Owens is laser focused with his offense right now.
Owens, you're great. Just like I'm just gonna take some time to like brush the dirt off my knee here, off the knee pad.
KO having his way with Rollins. Kevin cover. Hooks the leg on Seth, who kicks at it too.
Seth really just struggling to recover here. He's in trouble. Owens continues his onslaught.
And Seth trying to fight out of the corner. Here comes Seth Rollins. Open hand strikes to the side of the jaw. Not gonna fade away that easily. Knee to the midsection stops Rollins in his tracks. It's Seth launched into the cell.
My, oh my.
And for now, at least, it's the Kevin Owens show.
There we go.
Look at this, Kevin Owens.
That was a good spot.
Head first. Look at
I like it. I missed it. I was seeing the chat there for a moment, but they're re-showing the spot where Rollins just gets drove into the cell from the ring. That was pretty good.
question. Face first off the cell, but then the fall back to the floor with a bad back. Now Owens just attacking at will. Rollins like put his hands up to protect himself. Yeah. He might not know where he is.
Owens taking his time and keeping his eye on Seth Rollins.
Okay. This isn't a horrible way of telling the story. Pretty much Owens is pretty much dismantling Rollins at this point after the beginning flurry.
This is Kevin Owens' milieu right now, able to sit back and stalk, survey the damage, deliver another assault. He enjoys this. Kevin Owens enjoys this. As he recklessly throws Seth Rollins into the... Speaking of reckless, here comes Owens.
Oh, the cannonball spot is so good.
You're Seth Rollins. You see Kevin Owens coming, but you have been attacked and beat up so badly. Watch this again. There's nothing
It's just an aspect of a man that size being able to move the way he does. It's it makes the spot look even more. Oh, he's gonna do it outside.
Rollins has absolutely nowhere to go.
Rollins has got to move here. Nope, nope. Oh. Okay, that's good usage of the cell. Do the cannonball spot with the cell. That's good usage. I like it. I like it.
We're seeing it right before our very eyes.
I know we keep harping on it, folks, but the back injury has got to be excruciating here for Seth Rollins.
The next big thing in the company. Rollins is literally young enough to stay in the game for a while. But they really don't have one right now.
Deal impacting the skull of Seth Rollins. Looking for the pop-up powerbomb to put Seth Rollins away. Rollins lands on his feet. Kick to the midsection. Rollins trying to rally. Looking for the pedigree.
Yup, pedigree chance. No.
Back body drop. Pulls up Rollins. Rollins rolls through. Kick to the face of KO.
It's kick time. That was a good sequence. That was a good sequence of super kicking and not selling. Otherwise, very entertaining sequence. Roll up to a kick, to a super kick, to a Pele type kick. Not really. To a massive clothesline. Oh yeah, that's right. There's still a table set up too.
Show you what the WWE Universal Championship means to both of these superstars. Owens rolls out of the ring to catch his breath.
Heyman will win that battle hands down.
The world is talking about Hell in a Cell.
How is that the #1 trend?
Matchup for the WWE Universal Championship.
How is this pay-per-view the #1 trend when the World Series is happening? I know I'm watching this. That's because I'm just a big wrestling fan. But I think more people. Just stare at the other table. What do you have in mind, Kevin Owens?
Seems a little confused as to what he's doing here.
Always gonna figure it out quick.
What? The fuck? Oh, I see where you're going with this. I see where you're going with this. And this could be really, really sick.
Kevin Owens has turned the cell into his own personal erector set.
So, there's a table on the floor, and a table propped up between that with the propped up on the ring and the cell. Something tells me they're gonna want to go for some kind of power bomb.
Seth Rollins looking to take out Kevin Owens on the apron.
Oh, those ring apron spots, so cringeworthy. They look like they hurt so much. And they probably do. This is okay. This is not awesome. This is okay. Oh, okay. I like the multiple dives into the cell to put more damage to the KO. That was good.
Secret weapon. Not going up top.
And Kevin Owens gets away. Hey, someone who uses a fire extinguisher properly. I mean, properly is in terms of a weapon. Oh no, now here we go. Oh, I get what they're doing. I get it. This is the way to get Jericho into the ring because the referee just got blinded by the fire extinguisher. This is how you get somebody into the ring. As the crowd's already chanting for Jericho. Okay.
Chris Jericho locking himself in the cell with Rollins and Owens. The official over the cell, don't want to get the injured official out.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
I don't agree with any more than the two of you do, but it's all legal. Whatever happens to Seth Rollins from now on is completely legal. And the water amongst thieves are coming over the Chris Jericho.
And Jericho's been taken out. Oh, okay. Almost looks like he was going to do a cradle pile driver, but he's changed it to like almost a cradle type power bomb?
I still can't believe this. I mean, this match continues, but now Chris Jericho's locked in the cell too.
And to Corey's point, it doesn't matter. There are no disqualifications. The championship match rolls along here. And the point of the cell is to keep everybody else out, to let the score be settled inside the ring. And somehow, Jericho's found his way in. He picked his spot
Found his way in because of proper, smart move.
Now Kevin Owens heading to the top rope. The Universal Champion Rollins don't meet you there.
Why is this spot not your finisher, Rollins, if you do it? Oh. When Rollins does a superplex like Falcon's arrow type move into the, well, the superplex into the Falcon's arrow, oh. Okay, knee. I feel like that should be his finisher, not the pedigree. They still have the table set up, too.
They're trying to put him in position for the pedigree here. And Jericho comes off the top rope.
Oh, here we go.
And it's Jericho's hitting the pedigree.
Jericho pedigreed again.
Now Seth Rollins finds himself pretty much in a handicap match.
And the Universal
Good super
Champion
kick.
with a kick to the face of Seth Rollins. Owens looking for the powerbomb. Rollins lands on his feet. Enziguri.
No, okay, they're teasing the table spot.
Pedigree. Perhaps to win the championship. No. He's going to go for a powerbomb.
Oh,
Owens trying to fight out of this. The lower back of Seth Rollins is so damn
oh, okay. There you go, with the help. Oh! Owens goes through the tables. It took him a little bit, but Owens finally goes. I like the aspect of the struggle for Rollins to actually get it up there, even though it wasn't supposed to be that way. Is this a good match? It's good. So far, the spots have been different in the cell matches. You're not gonna win. Jericho's still there. Somewhere. Anywhere. But it's Frog Splash time. Yep, there you go. Referee pulled out. What you would expect.
Pays to have your best friend locked inside the cell with you.
Call it what it is. It's ridiculous.
I agree with you, Byron. I thought we were having a classic Universal Championship match.
I like how Corey will even say it.
I believe Seth Rollins
He doesn't like the aspect of the interference. Like, it's...
disagree with you, Cole. He caught Jericho again. Understandably, Seth Rollins flying with rage right now.
Well, it's a shame. It's a shame that Seth Rollins has to even worry about Chris Jericho when he's trying to win the Universal Championship.
Tables broke all over the place. Everywhere. What Hell in a Cell is all about.
He's got to do whatever now possible to remove the threat of Chris
So basically, they have him beating up Jericho and Owens. We've had some good spots. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of what they're going with right now, though. Oh, well. Jericho, your pants are too low. Oh, oh. I think SmackDown is probably the better show. Ah, there's the super kick. Okay, wait, pop up? 2. Nope, 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 not yet, not yet.
I gotta be honest, I can't believe it.
Just 6 nights ago on Raw, Seth Rollins was able to beat both Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho at the same time, but tonight there's
Yeah, the match still going on. Jeez. This match. I don't think he turns on him tonight.
At this point, Byron, you just have to accept it. No one has to like it. The facts are, it's completely legal right
No, I can totally see Chris Jericho costing him the title now. With him being in the ring. Or being in the inside the cage itself.
Hellacious assault by Kevin Owens. You gotta admit, imagine Kevin Owens' pride's been hurt. And Jericho just brought in a steel chair and handed it to Kevin Owens, and this is turned into a 2-on-1 handicap match. The official can't do anything about it. Nobody can do anything about it. Everybody's locked inside the cell.
Oh, that's a good chair shot.
No disqualification. Owens taking every advantage of the rule. This is just sickening. Kevin Owens just wearing the chair out of the body of Seth Rollins.
Is it Concerto?
Seth Rollins still showing signs of life. Rollins with a steel chair in his hand. Now he's going to unload on Jericho. And Kevin Owens. And Seth Rollins has got the equalizer.
If it moves, just hit it right now for Seth Rollins.
Oh, that was good DDT. That was a good take on the DDT.
And Kevin Owens. Trash talking every step of the way.
Oh, okay, he's setting up a powerbomb through the chairs. Which if it hits, Rollins is gonna kick out at 2.
Jericho playing cheerleader. Kevin Owens with Seth Rollins.
Oh! Ow. Okay, it's over with. Now Jericho turn on Kevin Owens. The match is over. Now you want your Universal title shot. Turn on Owens. You know you want to. KO wins. That wasn't bad. It was just...
To accept that Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens used the rules of the cell match to their advantage, and they exploited it. And unfortunately, Seth Rollins was on the other
wasn't bad.
Jericho saved Kevin Owens in this match. Chris Jericho.
They're playing off of the storyline of KO and Jericho, so I guess it's not bad in that sense. But it wasn't really that good of a match in the end. Good spots. Good spots. But, yeah. I like KO, but he's played so much second fiddle to Jericho recently. Come on, Jericho, turn on him. The match is over with now. Turn on Owens. Turn on Owens.
Rollins fought valiantly, raining down chair shots on both of his opponents, but unfortunately, KO had that monster DDT in his back pocket. Yeah, it was a 2-on-1 handicap match to the end. Powerbomb through the chairs would seal the deal for the still WWE Universal Championship.
That's right. I want the script to say turn on Owens.
Who had his little buddy help him out to help him save his championship? Is this a respectable Universal Champion in Kevin Owens?
I'm sure Jericho and Owens will be happy to answer all of your questions, Byron. Maybe you should go ask them in person. Problem is, guys, that everything was done within
Well, thank you. I have a weird laugh though. Now that I think about it, I have a weird laugh.
respect as I have for Seth Rollins and how hard he fought.
Now they're having trouble getting out of the cage. As Rollins is getting up.
Seth Rollins is human. His body just couldn't withstand two opponents inside that monster truck. Wait.
Oh, okay.
He can.
Okay, maybe it's Rollins and Jericho next then? Huh. Again, like, after the match, in the end, KO's kind of playing second fiddle to Jericho. Really? Like, the focus, like, they want to make the Universal title the main title. Keep it the main focal point.
Owens is still your WWE Universal Champion thanks to Chris Jericho.
No, that's Survivor Series. When will Seth win the title? Mania? I don't know. It depends on when they finally do this match with him and Triple H. Oh, that look of disappointment.
Every WWE pay-per-view, we have our exclusive kickoff show, an all-star panel anchored by our own Renee Young.
WWE Hell in a Cell is brought to you in part by Mattel's Hall of Fame action figures.
What's going on? They just ended the second Hell in a Cell match. This one was, this one was, not Jericho, though he was in there for most of the match. It was Owens and Rollins. So, weirdness. I just was not a big fan of this match. I really wasn't. All right.
Rusev and that awesome match with Roman Reigns. Those guys went out there one-on-one, no lie. I always say, guys, any given Sunday, and tonight was Roman Reigns' night. He brought it.
Now that they say this, though they probably already moved him by now.
You guys all took your own horse.
Oh, Nowinski's there.
Gallows and Anderson absolutely destroyed Enzo and Big Cass.
Earlier tonight on the Kickoff show that the cruiserweights whet our appetite for destruction here at Hell in a Cell.
Finn Balor and Kevin Owens. If you want to watch Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens, find the Beast in the East special somewhere. If you don't have the network, see if you can find their match from Beast in the East. It was a pretty darn good match. It was a pretty darn good match. KO won. KO won. And they're going through the pre-show right now.
You couldn't keep it in the ring. These guys wanted to open the eyes of the WWE Universe
time do we have? About. Okay. We got about an hour to do 3 more matches. So since they're doing the pre-show stuff now, I can imagine that the Cruiserweight title match is going to follow the Hell in the Cell match.
Exciting action on the Hell in a Cell Kickoff show earlier here tonight from the sold-out TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. And speaking of the Cruiserweights, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen,
Yep.
the Cruiserweight Championship is on the line.
Just checking scores real quick.
The challenger is the
Just checking the scores real quick.
They've known each other a long time, but tonight the stakes have changed. They're an all-time high.
All right. For those of whom, yeah, Perkins and Kendrick are going to be next. Am I going to stream Survivor Series? Well, am I going to do a live reaction for Survivor Series? Maybe. I have to go with a big maybe on this one. The reason being, I live out here in Arizona. The weekend of Survivor Series, which is also the NXT Takeover show, which I'm more disappointed that I'm going to miss at that point, at least live. I'm going to be down in Tucson instead of Phoenix at a fighting game tournament called Rewire. So I'm going to be down there. If I get back in time, yes. But I highly doubt it. For what? I'm going to be down there for Street Fighter V and Killer Instinct. So, yeah, I'm going to be down in Tucson that weekend for that tournament. I'll be playing in Killer Instinct and Street Fighter V. And everything from everything Killer Instinct is on Sunday. So I might not be able to get back in time. It's about an hour and a half drive from the Phoenix area to the Tucson area in Arizona.
And be the Brian Kendrick I used to know. Do it the right way. And
I live in Tempe. So anybody else find this storyline weird of how they've been doing this whole old friendship thing from Kendrick and TJ Perkins? So they've been using some real life to go along with it. But this whole aspect of Brian Kendrick saying, let me win, it's kind of weird. Yeah, Kendrick. And it's TJ Perkins' time. I'm actually a big fan of this entrance music. Then again, I am very much an 8-bit old-time gamer.
ladies and gentlemen, I think we should tell a bit of the backstory between the champion TJ Perkins and the challenger Brian Kendrick to be able to put all of this into perspective of what we've seen transpire over the past couple of weeks. When TJ Perkins was a teenager, Corey, he was training to be a wrestler.
E-Dog. What's up? How you doing tonight?
He would pick them up after school. He would drive them to wrestling schools so this young man could learn how to become a wrestler. He could be
See, I love the entrance music for TJ Perkins. It's so good. At least to me it is. Like I said, as a gamer back in the more 8-bit times and everything, love it. Love that kind of music. Feels like you would all it feels like you're going through a Mega Man level.
Let's see what TJ Perkins does. It's for the Cruiserweight title between Kendrick and Perkins.
What's up?
It has become the custom
Yeah, the name's E-Dog. What's up? How you doing?
handshake before the matchup. TJ very cautious after Brian Kendrick cheap shot at him a few weeks back.
I kind of like how they do it too. They're having TJ be a little bit more apprehensive and everything. For people who don't know TJ Perkins, think of one of the guys who played the character Suicide in TNA and then switched it over to Manic afterwards.
So everybody says, oh, it's such a feel-good story with TJ Perkins, and it is. But TJP is not exclusive to that banner.
Covered, and TJ kicks out. So obviously TJ is not going to lay down here for Brian Kendrick, at least at this juncture.
Of course he's not going to lay down. The face never lays down.
your own individual sacrifices. Why not earn the right to
longest-running tag team champions in history. Kendrick launched by T.J. Perkins, who continues.
Monkey foot by TJ Perkins, keeping that Greco-Roman knuckle lock intact the entire time.
Huh.
Lands on his feet.
Well, it's interesting. Kendrick will tell you himself. The reason he left WWE, the reason he lost his job was because he took it for granted.
And Brian Kendrick rolls through, shoulders down, and a kick out by Perkins. And I was going to correct you there, Byron, because Brian Kendrick didn't leave WWE. He was basically fired, for lack of a better term. And he admitted he made a lot of mistakes. He was young. He was immature at the time. He took advantage of the situation. Big hip toss by T.J. Perkins. And now
Yeah, they're definitely okay. The announcers are telling the story. They're doing some good offensive maneuvers right off the bat, though, like just quick pins, everything like that. They're semi-fast paced, semi-slow pace.
Instead of you coming out here and talking about Brian Kendrick like he's done something wrong, this should be a feel-good story.
Who's fighting now? T.J. Perkins, Brian Kendrick.
Kendrick, everything he's been
Rich Swann is probably the best thing. Is Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander are probably the two best portions of the cruiserweight division right now.
who won the Cruiserweight Classic, the inaugural Cruiserweight Classic this summer on the WWE Network to become champion. Watches himself crossbody, and now the right hands by Perkins.
One thing TJ Perkins has always said is that he fears failure, always looking to increase his wrestling IQ, increase his knowledge.
And the Phil-Am Flash.
That was a little awkward.
Kendrick all he can handle. Launches himself over the top rope, and Brian Kendrick is in trouble. Now look at Perkins and Brian Kendrick.
Well scouted by Kendrick.
Back into the ring. Kick right to Perkins and drops the champion. Remember,
This
Kendrick
match is
Perkins in the ring.
kind of awkward off the start.
Kendrick must win via
Like either they're off or that's how they're trying to play the story off. Then again, they've been trying to play the whole story of.
If he's disqualified, he has his opportunity.
Oh,
What is Kendrick doing the tape off? The athletic tape off of the...
He just taping T.J. Perkins.
that was good. That's smart. So
I imagine it's perfectly legal. I mean, that's Perkins, part of Perkins' ring attire. Perkins, in a sense, has been handcuffed by Brian Kendrick.
Kendrick has taken his desperation to a
I was about to say, if he starts working over the hand so he can't lock in the knee bar, that would be good storytelling. But no, he's just beating him up.
That's what Brian Kendrick has to do. Take the desperation to the next level, to the new level. Maybe then you'll believe.
Okay, he's trying to sell it as that though.
Byron, if that's what it takes. And Brian Kendrick dropping T.J. Perkins. This is his opportunity. Cover, hooks the leg for the title, and T.J. kicks out. And this is where Brian Kendrick wants the pace in this matchup, Corey.
slow it down, allow him to use his submissions. As you can see right
Yeah, Gallows and Anderson did win. That was actually interesting that they did that for once. They allowed Gallows and Anderson to win the match.
such a contrast in personalities, the humility and respect of TJ Perkins and the do whatever's necessary mentality of Brian Kendrick.
Kendrick has successfully grounded TJ. Neckbreaker.
And to your point, Byron, maybe that mentality is why Kendrick
So far, Roman won.
came back and TJ Perkins his first
Let me think in the terms of order of matches. Roman won. Bailey won.
saying on Fortune in the Bold.
Gallows and Anderson won. Owens won.
Brian missed wildly.
And now we're on the 5th match of the night. 2 hours into the show, we've only had 5 matches. That's not bad, actually. They're giving time to pretty much every match.
Kendrick launching Perkins out to the apron. TJ delivers a shoulder right to the gut. TJ Perkins, kick right to the back of the head. And it drives Kendrick out of the ring.
Ah,
Perkins,
there he goes. Crowd is not into this match at all.
Perkins prides himself on delivering in the clutch, delivering when the pressure is on.
They did that in the Cruiserweight Classic. Won some unbelievable matches this summer. Defeated Brian Kendrick once before in a championship match last month. Brian Kendrick would come back with a victory on Raw in a non-title affair. Suplex by TJ.
Oh. Oh, okay. He's going with a triple.
Belly to back suplex.
Well, it looked like he was going to go for triple verticals, but switches only to
Once again.
a back suplex. Okay. This match is... Oh! Okay. This match is kind of meh.
Connecting midair, watch this again. Perkins launches himself, gets caught with that drop kick.
Another near fall for Kendrick. You have to wonder when frustration could
Yeah, Perkins and Kendrick right now, like the way things are going, crowd's not into this match. Match is kind of coming off meh, mainly because that storyline that they've been telling. Whereas like Kendrick is trying to get Perkins to just lay down. Like he picks up the pace, but like you see people just in the crowd just plugging away on their phones, blah 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 blah. They're not really caring about this match at all.
Let's take another look at this detonation kick. See the shin of Perkins.
Which is weird because I think they're billing that Kendrick is probably gonna win.
And TJ Perkins starting to feel it now. This is the pace he wants, Corey. Yeah, that wrecking ball drop kick right to the side of the head. Perkins could.
Oh, that was a good suplex. I think the thing is that I feel like this match is not bad.
Perkins said before this match, I want to see the
I think it was the storyline that they told.
that goes out there and fights and puts forth his heart in this match, and I think that's exactly what we're seeing.
Just as quickly as TJ Perkins picked up the pace, Kendrick brought it to a screeching halt.
Ooh, because like the match itself feels more, actually, what you would say of competition. It feels like a competition versus a.
Oh no! Brian Kendrick.
Oh, there you go. They feel like they're being more competitive about the match versus just being entertaining, which is not a bad thing. It's just what people aren't used to.
It is imperative to try to break this hold, to try to grab a hold of that bottom rope.
Kendrick using his legs.
But you can definitely tell the crowd's not into this.
Shoulders, that'll force the break. But has the damage been done to TJ? Kendrick trying everything he can, pulling out all the stops, but still has not been able to take out TJP.
Okay, he's going for the knee bar.
Perkins submission hold.
Again, I wish they would have played off of.
Cruiserweight classic.
Oh, he's got it locked in completely. Does Kendrick get himself out? Which, yes, he does. He just gets to the bottom rope really quickly. No even real selling of it either. He just gets to the bottom rope real quick.
Saving possibly his career. Yeah, Brian Kendrick did not panic. Realized he had to spin around and grab the bottom rope. Face first goes Perkins. Kendrick looking for sliced bread number 2. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, look out, look out. Brian may.
Brian. Oh, he's playing a knee injury.
We're on his knee, I think. The knee or the ankle.
He's playing an injury. What's going on? JJ Hyper, what's going on tonight? How you doing? Okay, so they're playing off the aspect that he's got a knee injury, and now Perkins is just staying back. Like, it's more of a story. I just feel like the crowd doesn't want it to be like this. Like, I'm digging it. Okay, here it comes.
I'm checking on his opponent. Remember we told you the relationship, mentor and protege for so many years.
Oh, there it is. There's the headbutt. Okay, and there's the tap out. Kendrick wins. He suckers him in with a knee injury. Okay. Not a bad way of doing it. Not a big fan of the way they do that.
TJ Perkins showed some concern for his former friend. Now, this is where we thought Brian Kendrick hurt his knee.
Whomever you want. I like what I do like TJ Perkins and I do like Kendrick. This match is the way they've been building the story of it was just kind of so meh here.
Perkins thought his friend was hurt, was conflicted, and all it took was the captain's hook. And nothing TJ could do but to tap out. Listen to his music, Saxton. He calls himself the man with the plan. And tonight, the Brian Kendrick's plan led him straight to the cruiserweight.
Yeah, I figured as much. I would have probably preferred TJ to keep it. But we'll see. Maybe they'll start working like with having to work with Rich Swann and all of them now and everything. Because Perkins is good, but he's not there yet. He's not there for the main roster. The stuff that he did down in NXT, that's good stuff. Right, they're going through a short break now. I'm going to take a short break. By that, I'm going to go grab a drink real quick. So, I'm going to leave the room briefly. I'll be right back. Don't worry. Be right back. And we're back. You want to know the weird thing? You're saying TJ's too young. He's like 31. I try to shout out everybody I can. Not long. As you see. I just had to go get a drink. James Ellsworth should get a push that you would typically give. Like, he gets a push, he gets to a title match or something. He doesn't get it. Because he's that character that you don't necessarily take seriously in any way. But, I mean, you'll see. We'll see where they go with everything. You got 2 more matches. So it's Sheamus, Cesaro, and the New Day coming up next. Let's see how they... Here we go. Oh, they're doing it backstage.
Thanks, fella.
You're welcome, fella.
You know, that's the first nice thing you've ever done for me. You know, turning a new leaf. You know. By the way, squatchy suit on. Thank you.
Oh, I'm loving that aspect of Sheamus and Cesaro trying to be all buddy now.
Really build up some momentum. Absolutely. And the way we're going, we can walk out tonight, you Raw Tag Team Champions. 100%. This is crazy, you know. When Foley first put us together, I thought you'd be impossible to work with. I couldn't stand your guts.
Yeah, right. It's funny because I feel the same because I just thought you were the most annoying person. But you're actually right. If you just, you know, like now, be quiet. You know, just positive. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I thought exactly the same about you. You know, this
The power of positivity, people.
Wow, all this time wasted. Look, I'll tell you what. If you follow my lead tonight, we will walk out of there.
Follow your lead.
Oh, here we go.
You know, we won on Monday because of me.
Here we go. Here comes the argument time.
That's what you said. You got a great sense of humor there, Star. Well, from what I remember is, I was the one who got the pin last week, and you're the one just taking space up on the outside.
Taking up space, you know, because we both know your memory is
I want the New Day to win.
weeks. You forgot to book the rental cars.
Well,
Yeah, your memory. That's funny.
no, this is really good. This is really good with Sheamus and Cesaro. This is good. Good back and forth. I'm enjoying this. My thoughts on New Day right now. We'll look at the camera for this. My thoughts on New Day is, yeah, they kind of jumped the shark a little bit. They're still entertaining. They're just not as entertaining as they used to be. Though the bit on the pre-show was really good. They started out being buddy and back to arguing because, well, that's Cesaro and Sheamus for you.
It's available now on iTunes and Spotify. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you about a brand new show coming your way tonight.
They're going to win. They're going to lose those tag titles. Oh, they're kind of just talking over stuff right now. Like, you had a bit with Cesaro and Sheamus where they were acting all buddy with each other. Like, Cesaro gave Sheamus the tape that he puts on his wrist, and they start talking all buddy, and then they start arguing towards the end, like typical. So, not bad. What was I laughing at? Cesaro and Sheamus, because it was so good. Be sour! Clap for your world famous 2-time champs and feel the power! I have a horrible dancer, but I don't care. I'll do it on screen. What? Corey, really? Oh, that was a good comment, Corey. Goes off and says, like, well, he played it off the Boston Tea Party, basically.
Tonight, we defend our WWE World Tag
Night. That usage of that. Bye.
You know what? We were really hoping that these two guys would mess each other up, man. Tear each other limb from limb. You know what I'm saying? Like two fat dudes fighting over the last Fenway Frank in the baseball game. But all shameless pandering aside, Cesaro and Sheamus, they did slip one over on your boys last week, and honestly,
Yeah, they did.
our attention.
It got our attention. It got the whole world's attention.
Did it get the whole world's attention? I doubt it did.
Sponsorship deals have been rolling in for him.
Yeah. I heard everybody wants to sponsor Cesaro. His face is gonna be on t-shirts, hats, even shoes.
And speaking of shoes,
No Goldberg. That's next month. Whose? Whose shoes?
These are the signature shoe of Rob Gronkowski of the New England Patriots.
Yep, there you go. Cheap pop. There you go. Cheap pop.
I feel like the pandering is legitimately at an all-time high. What's going on?
It's a bit much.
You're right. Well, the thing
Well, it's because he went to college.
like, I'm from here, and like I feel like nobody knows it with the whole Jamaican thing and all. Like,
Yeah, he went to college in Boston.
I need for everybody here to know that
Who's my favorite tag team? Either show.
fair point. There's a spot. But back on the point. What about
New Day close by American Alpha.
we have not forgotten about Sheamus?
What? They haven't forgotten about Sheamus yet? No Sheamus? Why? I love the aspect of. I love the aspect that they have taken Sheamus to go along with their little shame gimmick.
Toilet paper, litter boxes, dumpsters that just happen to be on.
All-time favorite stable?
Most importantly,
If you're old enough to fully remember this reference,
that you will never see.
4.
It's with these
4 Horsemen, favorite stable. If you know one thing about me, like, a lot of my favorite stuff is way back. Way back when. Favorite singles competitor, Undertaker. Period. Hey, here we go. Sheamus and Cesaro. Do they get to keep their own separate entrances this time? I would love it if they have Cesaro come out Facebook Living again. Nope. They get their full entrances this time. Ah, there it goes. The interruption. Each of them interrupt their entrance all the time. That's a snazzy suit, though, Cesaro. Yeah, it was. Then again, there's a whole difference of how wrestling was back then and then to where it is now. It is completely different. Because they took a scripted event and made it believable to a point that people felt like it was real competition. Now they have to practically murder each other just to get a good reaction. No, the reaction between Sheamus and Cesaro is just too good. The back and forth between the two of them is too good. Well, last year was supposed to be him and Cena. I don't know if they're gonna try that again. Which wrestler do you and the chat think made the biggest impact in WWE? When everything was said and done, in the terms of how the company made money, within that, even though Hogan was on top a lot longer than, say, someone like most of the other top guys, with the exception of probably Cena, I would say Austin, because I think the company made more money during that time frame than they ever did. Austin and Rock. You get Austin and Rock there. probably close by with the terms of selling out arenas and territories, probably Bruno. For the initial mainstream popularity, Hogan. Cena's in there somewhere too. Sting's in there as well. Favorite commentator? Ooh. That's actually rough. That's hard to say because there's so many good ones. Favorite commentator? As the 10 beats of the Balor is going on. And here we go. Favorite commentator? Gorilla Monsoon. Gorilla Monsoon. I would go with Gorilla Monsoon. Best color guy? Well, Original King was probably one of the best, if not the best. But Bobby the Brain Heenan, great color guy. Okay, so they did change up this match a little bit. Because obviously they did the match on Monday where they actually had a tag match. It was Kofi and Big E, and now tonight it's Xavier and Big E. So they changed it a little bit. Just a little. Just a little bit. Xavier's getting beaten up right now by Cesaro and Sheamus. Is Corey the best right now? Corey's the best color guy. I think Morrow is going to be one of the better play-by-play guys, though. And oddly enough, since they've finally separated Michael Cole and JBL, Michael Cole's a little bit better now, too. It's a little bit weird. I just want Xavier Woods to acknowledge the fact that he is wearing Iron Sheik shoes. Like Iron Sheik's boots. Those are definitely Iron Sheik. But we gotta, but like all I've been speaking is WWE guys. Like there's a bunch of guys, WCW, NWA, that did so much with wrestling too. It's just WWE's been around so long now and has been the mainstay for so long that you usually end up talking more about WWE stuff than anything else. Which is kind of sad because, like I said, Sting, but way back when, Arn Anderson, good stuff, a lot of good stuff there. Ric Flair, obviously, though you got to see good stuff from Ric Flair too. Oh, and Xavier Woods. Man, I keep forgetting that he is actually pretty good in the ring. Wow, nice strength spot, Big E. See, I do remember watching Xavier Woods as Consequences Creed back in Total Nonstop Action. I do remember that time frame. He wasn't bad there. He has just been around WWE so long that I think some people forget that. I cannot do an AJ Styles impersonation at all. I can't. I'm just no good at that. I'm not very good at impersonations. do I think Xavier would bring in storyline wise? Yes, you would figure in storyline, and if we keep to kayfabe, Xavier Woods being in the match is actually a disadvantage because he's not in the ring that often. We're speaking in complete kayfabe terms here, as if this would be quote unquote a shoot match. I love the crowd. That's good. Crowd trying to shame Sheamus. So yeah, if you would consider the match a shoot, Kofi and Big E are usually in the match, and that's their best. But Xavier gives them a slight disadvantage. But with it not being kayfabe, not really, no. Because you can also play off of a storyline that not many people know about the stuff Xavier Woods can do. You can play that storyline. Mongo McMichael on comment. I remember that. That was funny in all the bad ways with Mongo McMichael on commentary. Great spot from Xavier as well. As I had to laugh at that comment. Xavier Woods does the nice little walk springboard off the ropes elbow. It was very nice. And now it's time for Cesaro to just uppercut everything. And by uppercut everything, I mean uppercut Xavier Woods like 15 times. It's swing. It's the big swing. Or the Cesaro swing. Ooh, that was a little close to the corner. Sorry, Jay Storm, I can't do that. Oh yeah. Oh, there's your miscue. There's your miscue. Sheamus broke kick Cesaro. There's your miscue. But Undertaker's my favorite. Am I a fan of Up, Up, Down, Down? I've subscribed to the channel. I watch it whenever I can. Sheamus, what are you doing on the top rope? Why are you doing this? He takes out the entire New Day. Sheamus, you're not a face. Why are you going to the top rope to do things? Yeah, Seth Rollins and KO already went. It was KO winning. Just checking the time real quick. They wouldn't do this with a count out, would they? No. Sheamus trying to help out Cesaro in every way possible. Oh, that was a great counter into a sharpshooter. That was a good counter, Cesaro. I loved it. Oh! Well, maybe they are going to gonna take the belts off of them. Oh no! They're gonna play the DQ moment. Really? They're gonna call it DQ, really? So they're gonna continue on this storyline. Really? That's how they're gonna end it? Look at it, everything's like that was actually kind of good the way they did it. Like Sheamus does one miscue and then does like everything in his power to try to make up for it, and then they end it with a DQ. Interesting. And of course they're advertising Brock Lesnar. I'm actually okay with that a little bit because, like I said, you can play off that storyline. Sheamus screws up at like one point in the match and accidentally bro kicks Cesaro, and he does everything in his power throughout the rest of the match to make up for that particular mistake he did. And I'm trying to see. Yeah, the microphone's picking up. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna try to. Like I said, I'm trying to get some other equipment. Maybe some better stuff here soon. We'll see how everything goes. Like I said, right now I'm just on a USB microphone. An XSplit at the moment. I'm gonna try to get some better equipment for you guys too. JJ, how you been doing? You've been sticking around here for a while. You and a few of the guys have been sticking around. There's a piece of me that wants to, want to really watch that match, really like it. But I watched the first match between those two live, and it just wasn't good. Then again, at that point in time, they were not caring. Shade, what's up? And again, another guy who's been sticking around for most of the show too. Insanity, you've been around too. I've been seeing a bunch of these names stick around. That's cool. I'm glad you guys stuck around for a good chunk of the show tonight. Well, guys, it's time for that third Hell in a Cell match tonight. By that third Hell in a Cell, the first time that they're putting the females, the ladies, the women superstars into the cell. This match intrigues me. It scares me a little bit too. The reason why this match potentially scares me, we have seen in the last 2 one-on-one meetings with how Sasha and Charlotte work in the ring together, that they are going to try to push the envelope. in some way, shape, or form. So, like, what are they going to try to do? How far are they going to actually try to go inside this match? It'll be interesting to see. So, this is going to be interesting. More than likely, they'll put Sasha over in this match. I don't see them taking it off of Charlotte or taking it off of Sasha here, because that just means they've done so many title changes with that belt so soon, and I don't think they need to. Favorite female, favorite woman. Trish. Trish is up there. Lita's up there. Because that was a good point in time with the women's wrestling side, was when Trish and Lita were there. But you also, it wasn't just with those two, but you had Molly, Jacqueline, Jazz. Oh, this is a good entrance. That's actually really good. They have Sasha sitting on a throne like the queen. Well played. Well played. Well played. I'll give it to him on that one. That's well played. They're playing this up. Okay, they haven't lowered the cell yet. So they're playing it up like old style almost with this. Like, these two are just super confident going into the match. They don't even care that the cell's there. Here comes a huge pop, by the way. Whenever Sasha's music hits, that's going to be a huge pop. I still think they're going to put Sasha over here. There's too often that they have the hometown hero lose, that they're going to put the hometown hero over tonight. Of course they have Sasha come out on the Escalade. She's doing her NXT in Brooklyn entrance. She's doing the NXT Brooklyn TakeOver Brooklyn entrance. That's not bad. What's up, Eric? How you doing? So they both got kind of a special entrance to go along with it. Not bad. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, pretty much. NXT's kind of taking over now. The main roster. If you truly think about it, NXT is pretty much taking over the main roster now. By the way, the cell is yet to be lowered.
Introducing first the challenger from the Queen City, Charlotte. Her opponent from Boston, Massachusetts,
Massive pop.
women's champion,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've heard what Charlotte's pitched. I don't want to see them do it, though it would be interesting.
Both these women have held that championship on 2 different occasions. Sasha took the title from Charlotte on Raw a number of weeks ago.
Well, she didn't want to just jump off the cell. She wanted to do a moonsault off the cell.
For both Charlotte and Sasha Banks,
Yeah, Vince is gonna say no.
5-tongue structure slowly
Yeah, now they look a little scared.
to the floor. I can't help but think of the cryptic words of General Manager Mick Foley during the contract signing between these two ladies, where he
See,
said,
they're giving it a special variation. Like, both are already in the cell, and now they have to watch it lower around them. That's kind of interesting to go for.
for how this will impact your career. As you can see the emotion on both of these women's faces, how much this opportunity means to them. I think it's all sinking in. Charlotte blindsiding Sasha Banks.
Okay, there you go.
Blindsiding the boss in this match. Started yet. Cell's not even down. The same I get crushed by the cell. This is how they stop the cell on its way down. The officials out there. Charlotte with a sneak attack on Sasha.
That's how they're gonna get out of the cell. Yep, they're going up top. Oh god, the two of them are going up.
The Queen wants to reclaim her throne.
Oh god, both of them are going to go up.
Hesitation to try to injure Sasha Banks. Sasha, she sent Charlotte out of the WWE Universe. And Sasha with a kick right to the spine. Fitting the backdrop. Her hometown. Defending the women's championship in the crowd.
So yeah, they're starting off in the crowd. Yeah, technically the match hasn't even started yet.
Charlotte sneak attack Sasha. Now the battle's out in the crowd.
They aren't gonna really do a moonsault off that cage. Okay, they've lowered the cell all the way, so they're eventually gonna climb it? Oh god, someone's going through that roof, aren't they? They'll probably put Asuka on SmackDown whenever they bring her up. Yep, they're going up. Well, and that table's done for. Was this a Spanish announce table? I forgot to look. Oh! Oh, they Powerbomb through the table.
And guys, this is critical. Critical for the champion. Sasha has had a history of major back problems. Remember what happened back at SummerSlam a couple of months ago?
I can assure you Charlotte hasn't forgotten. Watch this table explode. With the boss's body, what impact? The official forcing Charlotte off him as he checks on Sasha Banks. The champion is in deep, deep trouble. And to Byron's point, this match isn't even underway. This is a brawl. Sasha's body is absolutely mangled. And
This match can steal the card depending on how they go with everything. This isn't a bad start. The whole aspect that the match hasn't started yet, the damage has been done. This could tell an interesting story once they get inside. Not to mention being in Sasha's hometown, so now you have the hometown girl having to fight back too. Nah, Nia's not going to show up here. Charlotte, you're such a heel. They're trying to play it off that it's not going to happen? Charlotte powerbombed Sasha through a table. Now they're playing off of the lower back. They haven't even been in the cell yet, so the match technically hasn't even started. Yeah, see, you don't end the show this way. Yeah. Sasha's going to get up like Foley.
If Sasha Banks can't compete, if Sasha can't defend her title, I mean, you need a new women's champion.
Again, Corey, let's keep in mind, though, the match never officially started. It wasn't like the match started and then this happened and the champion couldn't continue. The match never started.
It doesn't matter. If you're not here to be the women's champion, you're going to be replaced. Who better than Charlotte?
Right now, we just need to be concerned about the health of Sasha Banks.
Oh, this is far from over. You can already see it coming.
You can't be surprised. The emotions between these two have been boiling over. You can't be surprised that Charlotte
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, Sasha Banks is unable to compete. Therefore, here is your winner due to forfeit. And
No. No, here we go. Sasha's getting up. She just bitch slaps the She just bitch slaps the doctor. That was great.
As soon as Sasha heard that announcement, she just filled with emotion. She couldn't let it go down.
And Sasha told the official ring the bell. And here we go. And what does Sasha have left? Charlotte looking to attack the champion.
And here we go. They're actually in the cage, and time to send them off.
Sasha can barely stand, and now trying to defend the women's championship in the biggest match of her life.
And the boss looking to take out Charlotte early. A relentless attack by the boss. Infuriated. Charlotte trying to run away. She wants out. She wants out of the cell.
No escape now, Queen.
There's no escaping. Yeah, who couldn't see Sasha getting back up? I mean, seriously.
She's thinking I'm working too hard, too long to lose it like this.
Ooh! Oh, her face went like smack dab into that thing. I think it's a plastic LED type thing. It's not the same type of ring post. Still, it gotta hurt a little. Oh, nice spot.
Charlotte weathered that early emotional storm by Sasha. Now the official again checking on the champion.
Like I said, this match has the potential of being very, very scary with how far these two are willing to go.
Sasha was going on flat out adrenaline. Remember, she was powerbombed through the announce table, covered by Charlotte. Up in the leg here and a kick out. Then she was just standing in the cell. And now Charlotte knees to the back. The challenger. Watch this. Monkey flip.
Ow! Ow!
Launch the boss right on her head. Watch this. First the cell, and then her head.
Body does not deserve to bend that way. Or the way it's bending right now. It just does not go right.
Experience that taste of bitterness in her mouth again.
I guarantee you right now, Sasha Banks feels like she's been in a car wreck. Take one more look. Sasha is launched into the cell. First the cell, then almost the whole body. And then again, right from the left-hand corner of your screen, Charlotte attacking you back once again for the championship and a kick out. Take another look back while we're in a replay. Look at the absolute raw power by Charlotte launching the boss spine first into the turnbuckle.
What you're seeing now is the confidence, the growing confidence of Charlotte in this match.
You know, it's somewhat ironic.
What is it? Oh, they usually run over now.
Outside of Hell in a Cell, even before the match began. A powerbomb through the announce table. And now Charlotte looks to take advantage.
Nope.
To Enzo, on her feet. Looking for the bank statement. Bank statement.
Okay, there's the bank statement.
Charlotte can attack.
Nope. Nope, not yet.
Just too powerful. Now launching Sasha.
Ooh.
Back caught the apron on the way to the
Ooh. That's a nice rough way to throw someone out of the ring.
trying to lock in the bank statement. Yeah, absolutely. There's no way Sasha could get the power that she needed for that submission. But watch this.
I guess for now, yeah. Hell in a Cell's only on the Raw. When does the show end? Pretty much whenever this match is over with. I mean, with the aspect of them being on the network now, they can literally go as long as they want.
Resilience and the guts of Sasha Banks. Charlotte knows that. But in the mind of the queen, Sasha
No tables.
Banks takes
That was used in the last match. So were the chairs, but that's fine.
On her way to a hospital, and Charlotte gets her way here. Steel chair in hand.
And Sasha staying in it. And baseball slide. And Sasha Banks, the champion, pulled out all the stops with another baseball slide. Charlotte bounces off the cell. Sasha.
Ooh! Yep.
Imagine as much punishment as she just inflicted on Charlotte did Sasha. What did Sasha do to the already damaged lower back of hers?
You're absolutely right. You can see Sasha Banks' feet fly up behind her back. The human body is not meant to bend that way. Couple that with the impact of the cell and Charlotte in between. Now it's Sasha on the attack.
Why do you show so many replays? Just let it go for a little bit. Okay, time to use the chair.
To retain her championship and then some.
Sasha had something in mind, setting up that chair.
Sasha blocked Charlotte with a knee right to the gut.
Sasha realizes she goes to that chair can be devastating.
Charlotte able to block.
Ooh. Okay, so they're teasing this chair spot. Owens won.
Heard Charlotte tell the boss, "You will respect me."
Oh, I see a powerbomb spot coming.
Charlotte said on many occasions, I was born for moments like this.
Trying to make this her night, her moment.
Okay, not a powerbomb spot. Hmm?
And the boss with the right hands.
These ladies are just spent.
I don't know, Byron. I think Charlotte still has plenty left in
Ooh, okay.
the chair. These are the risks I don't think these women thought of before they stepped into the ring. But the toll that it could take on it mentally and physically, this could ruin Charlotte.
I disagree with you, Corey. They knew exactly what the risk was. They knew how this could short their career, but they wanted it so bad.
Ooh. Oh, that's not good. Oh.
I think you're right, Byron. The only thing these women are more driven by than the Raw Championship is the ability to right
However you wish to do, sir. However you wish to do.
Break through any glass ceilings.
for the championship by Charlotte, and Sasha stays in it.
Watch this again.
What happened? I didn't fully go. Sidewalk slam. So, like, you had Sasha slamming Charlotte's head a bunch of times on the chair, and then she goes off the ropes to do something else. Charlotte picks her up, takes a sidewalk slam, and drives her right into the chair. Ooh. Especially if you're playing off the story of that injured back. Oh my god. Or not a sidewalk slam, like almost like a backbreaker.
Bend that way. A referee should stop this. This is just prolonging the agony of Sasha Banks.
Last thing I guarantee you, Sasha Banks feels as much pain and suffering as she is going through right now.
I understand that. Sasha's still in it. Someone has to look out for the well-being of these two superstars. It's not going to be them. Spider-Man scaling the wall.
Oh, nice spot! The double knee spot.
Did you see
Off the cell. That was good. That was good.
I saw it. I have no earthly idea how it happened, but I definitely saw it.
What resourcefulness from the boss. That's just
This is incredible.
It's like you said, like Spider-Man or Spider-Man. Catching Charlotte.
Critical moment now in the matchup. Who can make it to their feet first? Who
What's up, guys?
momentum? Look at this one more time. Sasha adjusting in mid. Oh, that left knee caught Charlotte right in the jaw.
Ooh.
Did that one. I did too. She didn't miss the first one. Charlotte into the cell. Guys, you feel the momentum shifting to Sasha a little bit here. You feel the champion start to take over.
Feel Sasha trying to do whatever she
Oh.
In the cell.
whatever she can to make Charlotte feel every ounce of pain.
Jeez.
Ounce of pain that Charlotte has made Sasha feel.
Jeez, those double knee spots. They just...
Only way to win. Look at the impact here. Knees. It's the shins of Sasha right into the face of Charlotte. Sasha bringing the attack to Charlotte.
Thank you. She's been doing... Oh, okay. She's going to do an Eddie Guerrero spot with the triple verticals. Well, they were outside the ring, and Sasha basically rams Charlotte into the cage a couple times. And then she did the running double knees when Charlotte was standing up to knock her down, and then did it again right to her face.
Inside the ring.
I guarantee he's looking out with a smile at this matchup. Sasha and Charlotte. The Raw Women's Championship.
What are my thoughts on them? I haven't watched enough of them, but what I've watched is good about ROH. There's a frog splash. I haven't watched enough ROH in New Japan to really give a full thing, but what I've seen, I've liked.
What an incredible match.
Think about the flood of emotions. Watch this again. Sasha Banks somehow again.
Sasha got the back statement locked in. Back statement locked in right there. Back statement's in. Charlotte's trying to make it out rope, but remember, guys, ropes don't make a break here. Hell in a cell.
But getting out of the ring might break it.
Charlotte, though, wisely slide down to the ring. The power advantage.
No, she has not gone off the cell yet with a moonsault.
Long legs are
That's
paying dividends there.
that's one spot that I'm hoping that the no remains a no to it.
Not where Charlotte wants to be.
Bye, Charlotte.
What? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, that corner double knee spot with the chair there. That was good.
The chair was already mangled from being used before, and Sasha Banks set it up underneath the spine of Charlotte before driving the knees down. Take a look at this.
Charlotte can do, but watch Sasha's knees
That actually came off a lot better than I thought it would.
into that steel chair.
Like, there's a chance for that going wrong.
I'm more shocked that Sasha uses steel chair.
Ooh.
Oh my God! This sort, did you see the steps? It looked to me like Charlotte. Think she drove Sasha face first. Watch this here.
Oh, yeah.
Face first off the top of the steps. You hear that thud?
Going back under. What are you going to pull out this time? Hey, it's the table. They have one more table. Oh, they have two more tables left. Well, somebody's gotta go through those. It wouldn't be a proper trip to Home Depot if they didn't go through the table.
How much more punishment can Sasha take?
Well, if you set up the table, you're usually going through it, Michael. So Charlotte's the one setting it up. So guess who's going through it? She's going to set that up for a moonsault, isn't she? I think she just found her moonsault spot. Or the superplex spot.
This will destroy Sasha. Is the reward even worth the risk at this point? These two women are going to destroy one another.
Charlotte looking for a suplex from the top. Sasha able to block.
Ooh. Oh, here comes a double knee spot, I think.
Trying to keep her balance.
Charlotte doing a table under me. Kick by Sasha.
Yeah, that spot didn't go as you planned it. No, it's not fully broken yet. You can still go for it.
Sasha was able to dodge a bullet there. Charlotte wasn't.
Yeah, she would. If Vince says no, you say no. It's a no.
Charlotte can't even make it to her feet. It's good news for Sasha. She could have Warren back in the ring.
Cover by Sasha. Shoulders down and Charlotte at 2.
Okay, I like the fact that they don't just try to redo the spot. They're going elsewhere.
And these women, they have gone through a tremendous amount.
What Vince said is that he is willing to sell if he hears an offer that he can't refuse.
Look at Sasha's eyes. She's not going to stop until Charlotte feels the exact same pain.
There's some passion, there's some pride that Sasha's feeling right now that is driving her in this match. And Sasha has another table.
We're about to find out what Sasha Banks is made of. She's in her hometown. They're making history. Look at this.
Oh! That was a good pin. Oh, man. Charlotte pinned Sasha between the ring and the cage with the table. That was good. They deserve it. Honestly, they're putting on a pretty good show. They've only had the one failed spot. And it's more storytelling than just high spots. I'm liking where they're going with it.
Giving Charlotte plenty of time to set up whatever she's thinking about.
Sasha slowly making her way back into the ring. I ain't quite sure she knows where she's at. Now she does. Black Charlotte. Face first off the table. Sasha got off the table now. On the corner.
Oh, into the back again.
Oh!
And now looking for the figure 8. Figure 4. Got breaks here.
Sasha trying to leverage herself, trying to grab a hold of that table.
We're going to find out what Sasha's made of. Charlotte looking to make the women's champion submit in her own town.
Nope, you got the chair.
The figure 8. Figure 8's in. Sasha's got a chair. Sasha chair to the
That's a good way of using the chair. You used the wrong end, but okay.
Successive shot with that chair was harder than the last.
That's one way to break the figure 8.
I will stream. No, I don't have any PO box for a fan mail or anything. I'll stream whenever I get a chance.
Both ladies back to their feet.
Oh!
Short arm. Forearm right there.
What time is it for me? It is 8:11.
Sasha with one of her own.
Jeez, the two of them destroyed each other. Oh wow, that is an early time in the UK for you guys. I'm still on pretty much West Coast time right now. Arizona's gonna switch. Well, Arizona doesn't switch times for daylight savings, so it eventually goes to Mountain Time. Eventually, for me, it's kind of weird.
Charlotte's in control right now. Sasha hasn't moved.
Here comes your moonsault spot. Oh! Yes, yes, he is. No one's allowed to have her. Charlotte, you're just not allowed to have your moonsault tonight. What has she got planned for that? She's got a running power bomb. Oh no. Oh, okay. Wow. They actually put Charlotte over in this one. I was not expecting that to be the end there. Huh. Huh. Okay. Yeah, Charlotte won. It was an interesting finish. But, I mean, it was like a brutal tight finish. Like, this match was a whole story, basically. And it was based off of Sasha injuring her back and how much she got damaged throughout the entire time. Like, they told a good story. Yeah, Sasha wins it in 2 weeks on Raw. Jeez, it was actually a good match. Like, it was just a very vicious match. Yeah, I do have Facebook, but I'm not giving that out quite yet. I'm not giving that one out quite yet. At this rate, yeah, you're right. I don't think people were expecting it to end there. That was an interesting finish. Nah, they didn't go to the top of the cell. So, as they're going into this Raw talk thing, oh man, that was. I can't say I hated the match because I think the story they told was good. Don't bring back Kelly Kelly. She's bad in the ring and she's horrible on the microphone. Don't bring her back. I don't think I'm that good. I don't think I'd be that good. I'm not that good. I think people who stayed throughout the entire thing here. Latest. Have a good night. What happened? Basically, it got to the point that, like, Sasha wanted to set up for a powerbomb spot. Her back gives out. And then Charlotte basically throws her against the table multiple times and does the natural selection to get the victory. Like, the story of the match is that the two of them fought extremely hard. They made it look extremely brutal inside of the match throughout the entire time. Yeah, you can bring back AJ. She's not bad.
I'll tag on, man. I'm so proud of those girls and just like.
You are a good friend of mine. I never see you get him.
That was.
Yeah, I don't. I usually keep it under wraps.
That was an impressive match. I'm going to give it to them. It was impressive.
They did it.
The
They nailed it. Charlotte now 3-time.
The slow pace wasn't. The slow pace wasn't bad. I mean, you could establish that based off of the back injury throughout the entire time. It was the story they told, and they did a very good job of telling that story. So you just would have figured they would have put you just would have figured they would have put Sasha over since they had just changed the title again. That's what most people are probably wondering. Why they decided to put over Charlotte instead of putting over Sasha in this case. That's about it.
Using the cell as a weapon, it was an awesome match.
For us to have, with a 3+ hour pay-per-view here tonight, a pay-per-view event, to have 3 Hell in a Cell matches, how did that stand out for you guys, knowing that we were going to have
So,
3 main event matches?
I guess this is a point in time. I guess I should just jump right into reviewing. Like, they're doing the whole Talking Raw thing now. It's like that Talking Smack. Or Raw Talk. That's what they're calling it. Raw Talk versus Talking Smack. So basically they have both variations now for that. That's going to be interesting to see what they go with. JJ, thank you for sticking around. And thank you for a lot of people. There's a lot of people who are here that stuck around. Shade stuck around for a good chunk. I saw a couple other names that were in there. Soulman was around here for a while as well. JJ was in here for a while. A bunch of people stuck around for a good chunk of time on this. Thank you guys for doing so. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. I did like the show to a certain extent. I liked how they ended. I actually liked how they ended the tag team title match. I liked how they ended the tag team title match because, like, mid-match, Sheamus, like, screws up and accidentally bro kicks Cesaro. And then he does everything in his power throughout the rest of the match to try to make it up. It was really interesting storytelling. Like, that was what you got. You got a lot of storytelling inside the match, and it came off a lot better than you would have thought. Honestly, the Hell in the Cell match that I personally... If I say I didn't like how one went, was probably the Owens Rollins match, because just because the way that it came off. I liked how they got I liked how they told the story of how they got Jericho into the ring, and then of course then it just became a 2-on-1 handicap match afterwards, and no real other tease outside of maybe it's Rollins and Jericho next versus Rollins and. Rollins and Kevin Owens and Jericho and that. All the winners. Roman Reigns won the first Hell in a Cell. Then Bayley won against Dana Brooke, which wasn't a bad match either. Wasn't great. Wasn't bad. And then after that, it was Enzo and Cass and Gallows and Anderson. Gallows and Anderson won. Nothing impressive about it, but they put Gallows and Anderson over. That was the main point right there. They put Gallows and Anderson over, and then KO won the next Hell in a Cell match afterwards. That's where Jericho got in. After that, Kendrick won the Cruiserweight title in a match that I think was hindered because of the story they told in general. The story they were telling on Raw and everything like that just hindered the match. After that one, Cesaro and Sheamus won by disqualification, so the New Day kept the titles, which I thought the match itself, it was well done, and then the whole aspect of Sheamus kicking Cesaro and then having to try to make up for it by saving him and doing all these things to try to win, and he hits Piggy with a trombone, and the ref doesn't see that, but he sees the Trouble in Paradise from Kofi Kingston, who wasn't in the match, so he calls for the disqualification right as Xavier Woods was about to tap. Was good storytelling. It kept it going and everything. And then Charlotte won the third Hell in a Cell match with what was probably an unexpected end. You don't see Charlotte win too often with natural selection. It was an interesting finish in that sense. But overall, that Hell in a Cell match with Sasha and Charlotte, I thought was good storytelling. And that was the main thing that I was worried about in that match, was whether or not they would forego and skip the storytelling and just go for high spots. And they didn't necessarily just go for high spots. They told the story and allowed the weapons in the cage and do whatever they wanted to do along with it, to go along with that, and it came off pretty good. It came off pretty damn good. I thought the Roman Reigns and Rusev Hell in a Cell was good. I also liked the Sasha and Charlotte Hell in a Cell match as well. The Owens Rollins match wasn't bad, but the whole aspect of them having Jericho get in and everything like that. Well, for how long the match went on after Jericho got in the ring was the problem. Like, if Jericho just got in the ring or got into the cage and then it kind of came to the close right after that, I think it would have come off a little bit better. But just how much, how much Rollins had to fight back against Jericho and Owens at the same time. It just was a little too much. That was the biggest problem with that one. What would I rate this pay-per-view out of 10? This pay-per-view, I would give it a 6.5. I'll give it about a 6.5. It was okay. In the end, it was all right. I think there was a lot of good stuff to it, and I thought there was a lot more storytelling that might not have been necessarily to the point of, to the point of, I'm trying to figure the words here. The storytelling in the show itself came off quite well. Some of the action might be a little bit weird to some people. I thought it came off fine. That was me. So I'm kind of conscientiously looking at how other people would look at the show and how I looked at the show. So I'd have to say about a 6.5 out of that. It was not bad. It was not a bad show. It was not a great show. My favorite pay-per-view this year? The Rumble was not all that good this year. I was not a big fan of the Rumble.
When I first started, and oh my gosh, if somebody were to boo me, I mean, I could find that person in the crowd, and it was like Fargo told me, "Look, kid, don't have rabbit ears. You know, just you gotta put that behind you. Don't."
Well, let's put it like this for Gregory. You want to know a fun fact? The fun fact is that WWE, via their developmental, and I don't mean NXT, back before it was Florida Championship Wrestling, they had, and the Deep South Wrestling, which was their other developmental for a little while, their developmental was Ohio Valley Wrestling. And a fun fact is that in OVW, which was WWE developmental at that time, Beth Phoenix and Jillian Hall had a ladder match. So they've done it. They just haven't done it via main roster or the NXT side. But it is there. So, what were negatives? What were negatives of this show? I was not a big fan of how long the stuff went on with Jericho and Owens, and Rollins having to fight off Jericho and Owens throughout the entire time. Jericho, like, everything about this storyline says that Jericho's supposed to turn on Owens at some point in time. But it looks like he's going to go after Rollins for a period of time. So it'll be interesting on that. So it'll be interesting to see where they go with everything. But that was one negative to it. The Cruiserweight title match fell flat. Now, granted, it followed a Hell in a Cell match. The crowd just wasn't into that match at all. You could tell. You could tell throughout the entire time. The match itself was good. Like, in the terms of the action, it was fine, it was good, and they did what they needed to do, but it fell flat. In every sense there. So, that's another negative to it. I'm not saying they did a bad job, I'm just saying they couldn't get the crowd into it in any way, shape, or form. In the terms of their actual in-ring action, I thought it was good. That live crowd just didn't get into the match. So, those were the main negatives of the night. Other things were kind of meh. Like I said, Dana didn't botch up everything. So that's a good thing. That's good in that sense. So, we'll see how they go. Well, we'll see how everything goes. But it came off of... Yeah, the Asuka facing off against Mickie James. That's going to be interesting. I want to watch that. And what do you mean? I don't mean from this year. Favorite pay-per-view all time. There's so many good ones. A lot of them do involve WrestleManias. WrestleMania 3 is a really good one. If you really go back to old days, WrestleMania 3 is a really, really good pay-per-view. WrestleMania 17 is probably the best WrestleMania. But might not be my favorite pay-per-view. I'm trying to think off the top of my head here, though. Now you guys got me really thinking, because I have to think of ECW, WCW as well.
You know, I think the world of you, but I didn't come out of the show to be insulted.
There's no insult. That's just true. There's real talk. There's raw talk. All right? That's the name of the show.
Huh. Hard to say.
I think what you want.
You know what? One pay-per-view that I really have nothing negative to say about it, and it's not just because of the CM Punk ending to it as well, was Money in the Bank 2011. There's not really a bad thing to say about that particular show in any way, shape, or form. The Money in the Bank ladder matches were good. The ending was phenomenal with the whole CM Punk John Cena match and everything like that. That was great stuff. Like that, that's probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite pay-per-view, right there. That was just overall really, really good. You could say the exact same thing about WrestleMania 17 as well, even though with the awkward finish of Austin going heel. You can't really say anything bad about the show. All that in any way. Like, things just came off really, really well. So, those are up there. There's a couple really good ECW pay-per-views, and I don't just necessarily mean the one-night stands. But, so there's some really good ones in there to go along with it. Let's see here, other pay-per-views.
So I had to clean up my act. I had to change my ways. To become
I'm trying to think of the top, like that late time with WCW kind of hinders a lot of it because a lot of it was that bad. I see the chats going over to NXT stuff.
I would have been disqualified otherwise.
We've heard you, between the times we've seen you show up here on Monday Night Raw. And
Okay, if there was anything that was really bad at that time, it might have been the Kelly Brie Bell match. But overall, that like you can't even hinder that match based off of everything else that happened that night. You just couldn't. It was overall probably one of the better shows.
And they can't send me anywhere.
But you're right, they did have that match in there.
I'm a champion. I'm gonna be rich in no time. Are you kidding me? I'm here to stay.
I think so. They'll probably have a ladder match for both shows.
But just as Booker said earlier, he's soft, and I knew that going in. And I've known him since he was a kid. I knew his biggest weakness was he had to.
The NXT
And so I went for his heart.
The NXT Takeover special is looking really, really good right now. Really, really good. You have Shinsuke Nakamura and Samoa Joe, Asuka and Mickie James. That's gonna be really, really interesting. You're right, Ty Dillinger and Bobby Roode. The stuff with the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic's gonna be in there. It's gonna be good stuff.
You're one heck of a performer and deservedly a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, they could put Nia Jax in there. I think they're kind of done doing that.
Absolutely not.
Favorite spot?
37. 37 years old. 37 years old.
Ooh,
And I just got smarter. Each and every day.
favorite spot.
Being smarter. It doesn't come natural. I have to work at it.
I don't want to try to do something that's just like one spot. I don't want it to be just one spot. Like that only happened one time. Because there's a lot of memorable ones, and not just necessarily through, not necessarily just through like WWE, but also ECW, WCW. There was good stuff inside of all of them. Here is one of my favorite ways of doing everything. A really, really good match that they did on pay-per-view. It was supposed to be Ric Flair tagging up with Sting against Arn Anderson, and I don't think it was Mongo. No, it wasn't Steve Mongo, McMichael. But with one of the other members of the Horsemen. And for like 10 minutes, both members of the Horsemen were just beating up on Sting. Like Flair had been proclaimed to be injured. He comes out there, and like even for another like 5-10 minutes, he still can't get tagged in. And the second Flair gets tagged in, he goes wild and then just turns around, and punches Sting in the face to turn on him again. It's just like, yep, it was well done. Well done. And they just start beating up on Sting the entire time. It was a really good spot.
level of respect that you're seeing from some of these guys. Yeah, you pointed out, he's not a
That was definitely up there. It was just good storytelling in general.
But do you see that sometimes here backstage of like guys that don't have that
Oh, good night.
level of respect
Soul Man, good night. Thank you for sticking around.
Let's get this thing straight.
And speaking of going to bed, I probably should be doing that myself here as well. So I'm gonna do a quick closeout for you guys. Favorite? Oh, you put favorite match on there. There's only one answer for me. One answer for me. WrestleMania 3, Macho Man Randy Savage versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Favorite, right here. Favorite match all time. 1A is WrestleMania 25 match. If you have to put a 1A in there, WrestleMania 25 match with Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. Nuts. Alright. Well, with that being said, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I thank you guys for coming in, joining in with this. I was shocked that I even wanted to stick around and do this for this long by myself. Usually I have a bunch of buddies to do this. They couldn't make it this time. I really wanted to do one because I missed the last 3 pay-per-views. So with that being said, peace out, guys. Have a good night. I thank you guys for tuning in and joining. And have a great rest of your evening. And we will see you guys next time. And if I can do Survivor Series, I will. I'm at a tournament. If I can get back in time, we'll do it. But thank you guys for tuning in. And have a great night.